Good afternoon, team. Hey guys, is my YouTube working? Is this showing up on my YouTube? It's not popping up on my. Okay, it is showing up. I see it. It is live. All right, I was making sure. But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me. Tariq, I see you in the building, boss. Appreciate you, boss, for holding it down for me, man. Just got back. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank you guys, for your patience. Shout out to my calls who did catch that opportunity Friday when we did talk about that possible transition, going from that downtrend Friday, transitioning from a downtrend to an uptrend, back up towards that 530.91 up to that 940 level. As you can see, congratulations to you guys on that, man. Job well done. We know we are getting some pullback right now. To me and T talked not too long ago. I told them to watch that 540 level, keep that on watch, crack that 540 level. We come back down to that 538, 536 range, which we did to pretty much clear that, fill that gap fill down this way, which we are trying to hold right back on top of that 536. Keep that on watch. So right now, so far, Queen, I see you in the building. Good morning. I mean, not good morning. Good afternoon. Let me take all this off. I do apologize. Let me get all this rocking and rolling, man, because I know I'm behind a little bit. I do apologize for that. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump into our charts and get ready to rock and roll and see what the market has to offer for the rest of the day. And again, I do apologize. You know, I was out for a little bit, finally got back. But let's go ahead and see what the market has to offer. And let me see. Is Donald Trump supposed to be talking today? If he is, just let me know. If y'all have a link, definitely put it out. But let's see where we go from here. Let's go. All right, guys, we back, and I thank y'all so much, man. Thank you for your patience, guys. Appreciate you. JTraedz, my guy, I see you in the building, man. Congratulations on all y'all who did take those opportunities Friday as we caught that transition from that downtrend setup to that uptrend setup that I yelled out, you know, up to that 530 level, up to that 540 going into over the weekend. So we did hit the 540 range. We did talk about that, so shout out to you guys for that. Any trades today, guys? Any trades? Tariq, Queen, Nate trades, any trades? Y'all take anything as far as this morning? So yeah, I just got back. I just got in, so I didn't catch anything. But definitely keeping everything on watch from this point to see where we go from here. But we are starting to show a little bit of weakness. We are back underneath that scalping all day. Yeah, boss. We were in the range. We were in the range of earlier this morning. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I did talk to Tariq about it. That we were in the range of 540 to 544. You can see that range right here where we went for another attempt at that 544 level. That was your open 544.5, and you got that pull right back down to 540. Cracked the 540 back down to around the 536 range as of now. So we did get that nice little pullback. Trying to get a little bounce right back above that 536, trying to push our way back up, but you got to keep in mind that main price point is going to be 540. 540 is going to be the main area. Now back is resistance because you're back underneath it. So you definitely got to keep that into consideration. But how many of you guys caught that call Friday? How many went for the call plays after I was trying to warn everybody to be careful on shorting? How many caught the play on Friday? Shout out to y'all who waited, was patient for that transition, for that move back up to the upside. And I told everybody to please be careful because, as I stated last week, that those calls could have been setting up those puts. In other words, stalling them out of their positions where we got to squeeze on up, and therefore we did. So we went from that 520 level, got our way back up to 530. Going over the weekend, we hit that 540 range. So shout out to y'all on that. So as far as today, and definitely keep in mind, guys, this week we're only going to have 4 days of trading because we do have Good Friday this week. That'll be the 18th. So the market should be closed. So instead of having a 5-day trading week, we're going to have a 4-day trading week. So definitely keep that in mind that it is a holiday Friday. So we'll have to treat Thursday more like a Friday than anything. So just keep that in mind. Only 4 days this week instead of 5. So right now, see where we go from here. We did get rejected from that 544 level. Cracked that 540 right now, back into the 530 levels. We did feel the gap back down from that level around 534 up to that 538. So we did feel the gap back on down. So right now, just still keeping it on watch. Still seeing a little bit of fade. I mean, we already got how many consecutive candles in a row as far as red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive red candles already in a row. Still pointing down toward the downside. From this point, if we get rejected underneath that 536 range, we could fall our way back down towards the 534s, back down to 530. But just keep this on watch to see where we go. As far as lunch hours volume. So we'll definitely keep this on watch. So Nate Trade, so you knocked it out, boss, on your scalps. You looking good? If you like I said, if you knocked it out, man, congratulations, boss. Appreciate. I say appreciate, but congratulations. I do apologize for coming in a little late, man. Like I said, I had to run some errands this morning, but I'm back, guys. Back. Over 1K? What? That's what I'm talking about. Nate, did you see the range? I know I wasn't here to talk about it, but did you see it for yourself? Even from pre-market going to intraday, where you went in that range of 540, 545, 544. Where we had those tops around the open of 544.05, and you had those bottoms around 540. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we stayed in this range, and then we wound up cracking at 540, falling back down. Indicator started to cross over towards the downside, indicating a bearish sentiment. You did crack that trend line, now back on the, on the downside instead of the upside. So right now we're still fading, still looking a little weak. So keep that on watch. We'll see where we go from here around this 536 level. Like I said, if buys do step back in, we definitely got to get back above 540. But right now, we're underneath that bad boy, which it look like it's still fading. Do remember, keep in mind, guys, we on a downtrend setup, the small windows of opportunity on the call side. So keep that in mind that right now you are definitely on a downtrend setup with one green candle out of all these red candles. So definitely keep that in mind until buy step back in and we actually get to see that transition back up towards the upside, which we should see a red to green move. But right now, so far, we got this one green candle out of these red candles that presented itself so far. So right now, that's indicating a downtrend. So just keep that in mind. Now, in order for buyers to step back in, like I said, we will have to see a strong reversal back up towards the upside, especially back above that 540 level. But right now, we're definitely downtrending at this point, still looking a little weak. So just be cautious and be careful, especially around these levels right now, because you do have some buying pressure that stepped in around that 534 level, pushed you right back on up. So right now, we're trying to hold above this little floor here. Let me see exactly what this is at. I'll try to set it up as best as I can. What was this at? What was this open at? I'm sorry, these close. What was that? 533.86. So let me make a duplicate copy. 533.86. So far, 533.86. Oops, wait, hold up. Did I put that right? 533. Oh, that's the lows. I'm sorry. Close. 535.43. I put the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I knew something was off. Looking at the wrong thing. I apologize. Yeah, right here where we at. See right here where these bottoms is at so far, where you got those buys to step in and trying to hold this floor. So we could crack right around that 535.43 level. Right here we got these bottoms. We definitely have room to fall back down towards that 535 and even back down towards that 534 and so forth, where we will continue to downtrend on down. So right now, we're definitely, sellers definitely trying to take out this floor, trying to get that further push back on down towards the downside. We start to crack that 535. You do have room to start to fade your way back down towards the 534s, 532s, and so forth, where you will possibly pull back down to these bottoms. So keep that on watch. Got a long upper shadow, got rejected at that 9 MA, starting to pull back down, starting to flip the candle back towards the downside. So that's what I'm telling y'all, to definitely be careful right around these levels, trying to go for a long until buyers present themselves. But right now, don't go against the grain to buy step in, because I don't want you to go against the grain, because this is a downtrend setup with a small window of opportunity on the long side. So just be very careful, because remember, we talked about the downtrends and we talked about the uptrends and the opportunities when you're doing the opposite. So just be careful on that. He said, okay, so far, he said IWM calls pay attention. Shout out to Tariq for giving us that alert. He said calls pay attention if at least 5-minute candle confirmation on the break and close. He said first 184.70, then VWAP 185.65, then or add puts upon confirmation for longs. At least that's my strategy. Caution. He said thoughts is risky to counter trend trade. Shout out to you, Tariq, for the alert. Appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you as always. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Coldplay, man, where you been? Man, like a ghost. This is between Coldplay and AR. They're like phantoms, man. They hop in, hop out, hop in. You been around, you ain't been around here. But that's my guy, though. Shout out to Coldplay, man. That's my guy, though, man. Missed you, man. Missed you. Man, did you catch that play, boss, on from Friday when we had that transition? When I was alerting everybody to be careful on the shorty, when we started transition right here, we did get some pullback, but then those buys started to hold around that 521. Then you got that nice red to green move back, and I alerted everybody to be careful on puts as we started to push our way back up towards the 530 to 540 range. So, I did alert that for people to be careful Friday. I know a lot of people's calling me crazy, going against the grain, but You know, again, I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna sometimes go against y'all because if I see something that you guys don't see, I'm doing things to help you, not hurt you. You know, because again, I want to see everybody succeed. I'm not one of these traders who's inconsiderate and not giving a damn about your feelings nor your account. If anything, I'm gonna do the best that I can, even arguing back with you to make you see what I see. So, so just definitely keep that in mind. That I'm one of the ones that give a damn about you guys. I care about y'all, and I want to see you guys do well. He said he don't swing. Okay. Okay, I got you. So he been scalping. Yeah, so far, it looked like we're trying to hold around at 535. What was these bottoms? 535.43? Right around these bottoms. So again, if we want to see more downside, we definitely want to crack that 535.43 where we can pull our way back down towards that 535 level. 534 down to 532. So right now, you're definitely still in a downtrend-like setup. Indicators are still pointing down. You definitely have an indicator crossover towards the bearish side of things when everything now is working against you from the VWAP, 20, 50, and 9 still. Because now every time you run up towards the 9 MA, you get rejected. 9 MA, you get rejected, and even a trend line. So just keep that on watch to see. So again, if we definitely want to see some long side, we want to see those buyers definitely get back above that 540 level. We definitely want to get back above 540 level because if we can get back above that level, we can retest that 544 for that possible push up to 548 to 550. So we definitely want to start to see a slow transition from a red to green move. So right now, we start to see a little bit of buyers stepping in as they holding this area around 535.43. Starting to see a little bit of a slow transition. Starting to see a little bit of a red to green move. So let's see, can we see those consecutive green candles back up towards the upside? That buyers are finally stepping back up to the plate where we can start to move our way back on up towards the upside. So they may, and I don't know if you agree with me, Coldplay and Tariq, they may possibly set up for a possible inverted head and shoulders pattern if they can get back on top of that 540. Possible inverted head and shoulders pattern if they can get back on top of 540, because right here is your left shoulder. Here's the head, and right here, if they get back on top of 540, hold that level here, that can utilize that for the right shoulder for the possible push back up towards the upside of retesting that 544, which is your open. So, I don't know, like I said, T, if y'all agree with me, Coldplay, if y'all agree with me that if those buys step back in, get back above that 540 level, that we could possibly see an inverted head and shoulders pattern. So, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Active? I'm glad that you, and I hope everything went well with you at the doctor's office, boss. I'm glad that you're back, and I'm glad to have you back, man. Thank you so much, and shout out to you, boss. Right now, Act, 4 for 4, $670. Shout out to Act, from one of the GOATs, one of the best to ever do it. Shout out to you, boss. Yeah, I just got back, man, so glad that y'all got to kill it. So, yeah, as I stated right here, if buyers can step back up to the plate, that'll give you somewhat of almost like an inverted head and shoulders pattern. If they can get back above that 540 level, that will be a right shoulder, where we can utilize that 540 to push our way right back up to retesting that open, which is around that 544.05 for that possible push up to 546, 548, and so forth. So, I mean, there's still a strong possibility that buyers can step up to the plate as long as they can get back above 540 and go for a possible right shoulder, give us somewhat of an inverted head and shoulders pattern to start to reverse the plate. But just definitely keep this on mind. So what we want to see from this point, we want to see consecutive green candles. Now, the reason why is because we want to get back above those indicators. We got to get back above the 9 EMA. We got to get back above the 20 EMA. We got to get back above the VWAP and the 50. Where we can start to utilize these to the best of our ability, utilize these for support and not resistance. So if those buyers can step back up to the plate, get back above at least that 540 range, create some type of floor, getting back on an old floor, we can have somewhat of an inverted head and shoulders pattern. So definitely want to see now that, lunch hours kicking in and see can these, that buying volume start to roll in, hold, get back above that 540 level, hold that level for the possible move back up towards the upside. Not just that, also get back on top of this trend line where we could continue the uptrend back up towards those price points of 544, 546, and so forth. So that's definitely what we want to see. We want to see those buyers get back on top of this trend line. We want to get back above 540 and start to reverse the play from a red to green move back up towards the upside. So right now, we want to see if buyers are going to try to take advantage of this opportunity to reverse the play. But you got to keep in mind, we still got a lot of resistance now in front of us. 9 MA, 20 MA, VWAP, 50 SMA. And we do have the VWAP lining up right with what price point? 540. 540 level. Now, don't get me wrong. We're still in that range. We're still in the range from last Wednesday that we talked about. The 530, 540, 550 level. We're still in that range still. So we have not fell out of that channel yet still. So you have to keep that in mind that 530, 91 level is still going to be a floor. So if we go back a little bit Wednesday, that was that range we were in before we cracked it. So you see right here, 530.91, where we got that push back up to 540, up towards that 550 range, where we came back down to 540, back down to what price point? 530.91, then cracked out of that channel. But keep in mind now, we still are back in that channel once again. So we're still in that same range, still in the same range. We haven't fell out of that channel, still holding. So despite the pullback that we're having. So now let's see, can buyers get back above 540, where we can possibly continue to move back up towards the upside, towards 550. So let's see, can buyers step in and try to reverse the play, because we already got, what, damn near 5 consecutive red candles in a row. So let's see, can we see a red to green? Let's see, can we see a possible red to green back up towards the upside? I gotta fix my dang contracts real quick. I had I think I was looking at the 550 ones, yeah, but it was kind of fading off. If the buyers can step back in, we can start to see a little bit of movement back in those contracts again, because right now they're kind of weak. So definitely want to keep my eyes peeled on that, because if they can get back above 540, you're only $10 away from that 550 level, where you'll go from the bottom mid area of that channel back up toward the upper portion of that channel. So let's see if these buyers, because right now buyers are definitely trying to slowly step back in, and get back on the top of that trend line. So keep that on watch to see, can those buyers reverse the play back up towards the upside. So like I said, if they can, and we get back above that 540, we can see somewhat of a inverted head and shoulders pattern setting up. So just keep that on watch to see. Got to break back above that trend line. Got to get back above 540. So I'm hoping everybody's having a great morning, great Monday. Like I said, guys, we only have 4 days this week instead of 5 days. We do have Good Friday, which is a holiday coming up. So majority of traders will be out. So we already know half of that volume is going to be leaving Friday for Good Friday. So definitely keep that in mind, that the market should be closed Friday. So we only have 4 days. Keep that in mind. So let's see where we can go from here, guys. Let's see where we can go. Right now, buyers are trying to test that 538. From that 538, got room to possibly push up to that 540. So let's see, can those buyers get that push back above 538. 538 to 540. So let's see. So, in other words, if buyers can get back above 538, that'll at least put us above one indicator. That'll be your 9 EMA. From that price point, from that indicator, you do have room to push up towards that 20 EMA, which is going to put you close towards that 540 range. So just keep that on watch. But you got to remember how we did Friday. We got to get above these indicators to start helping out. So again, we don't want it to work against us. We want it to work with us. So keep in mind that we are testing that 9 EMA still. That's lined up right with that trend line, which you are battling the price point of 538. So just keep it in mind. And like I said, just watch for this volume to roll in. We know it's lunch hours. The volume starts to be a little tricky during lunch. We already know how that goes. So let's see, can we create a setup during lunch as the second half of the market rolls in. So just keep it on watch. Let's see where we go from here. So we definitely want to get those buys to give us that push right back above 538, and for that 540 floor, get back on top of that 540 floor. So right now, just having a little bit of trouble. 9 EMA is in your way. Hold up as resistance. Keep that in mind. So I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to be back, guys. Glad to be here. So trying to work it out with you guys. Like I said, trying to see what the second half of the market has to, bring us. And I know we didn't go over our economics and everything, but I'll go over it momentarily. I'm gonna have to bring the Patreon setup. Oh, and I can go. Matter of fact, I can go over the Patreon trading journal, what I had from earlier too. If for those who may not be a part of it, I'll show you the things that I do put out on my Patreon to help other traders. So right here, as far as my trading journal, I'll bring it up. So right here, guys, I got SPY trading journal. I said details. SPY successfully rebounded from the price point at 580 after President Trump announced a pause on tariffs in some countries, not including China. From the long standpoint, I said buyers need to hold above the 532 level, then re-break the old key levels around 536. Then we could possibly see a potential pushback up towards the 539.50 to 540 plus levels. Now for puts, sellers need to hold back underneath the price point of 540, 539.53 resistance for the possible pullback down towards 535, which we did pull it back down today. I said if sellers can successfully crack the 535 level, then we could see a potential pullback down towards the 535.28 level. And right here, guys, I broke everything down to assigns. Again, if you are a member towards the Patreon, you did get this set up. You did go get this journal where I break down everything for you guys and so forth. Now, as far as the economics, what I put out is we didn't have anything major as far as the level 3 for Monday and Tuesday. However, Wednesday, we do have the retail sales that'll be coming out around 8:30. We do have the crew R inventories at 10:30. We do have Jerome Powell speaking. That is Wednesday at 1:15. And Thursday, we're going to have, as usual, initial jobless claims, 8:30 with the Philadelphia Fair Manufacturing Index. So that's like really the only things that I see really is that Wednesday and Thursday. Then Friday, we have the holidays. So I did post everything out, alerted everybody, have everybody, prepare for this week on what, what's to come. So we're going to definitely still take everything into consideration. And shout out, and I did for my gold members, shout out to Crucial. Thank you so much, boss, for participating as far as the becoming a new member from Patreon. So let me give some love to Crucial, boss. Thank you so much for joining. Because I always say I was giving video shout outs to everybody who, that's in the gold area. So shout out to you, boss. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So right now we're just still keeping this on watch, guys. Still keeping this on watch. 538 level still. Like I said, we're still testing that level. When am I going to get you to move over? Matt, boss. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk with you today. Coldplay. I got you. I'm gonna talk with you today because I definitely you can matter of fact, I got you. I know what I'm gonna do. Hold up. I got you. Yeah, that's what I was just about to do. I was just about to do that. Hold up, boss. Let me God dang, why I can't send a message? Wait, why I can't? I'm trying to send a message. Why I can't send a message? Huh. It's weird. Won't let me send a message. Nah. No. I never ban you. You know that, boss. DM me real quick, Coldplay, so I can get the DM. Because it won't let me send a message. It won't let me send a message out. Like, see, when I click here, it won't let me. I don't see why I can send a message. That's weird. Yeah, just send me a DM real quick so I can receive it. So I can I'll send it to you. Let me get it ready so I can send you the information. Yeah, I was trying to send you. Okay, appreciate you, boss. Got you. It just popped up. All right, let me go ahead and get you set up, boss, real quick. Let me all right. You heard me. Just tell me if it goes through, boss. About to hit you up right now. All right. 20. All right, cool. All right. All right, send it to you right now. Tell me if you got it, boss. Send it to you. Oh, well, I do have you. I already got your name saved in. I don't know what the hell. It just popped up. I do have it saved. Also, I seen Coldplay pop up. I'm like, I already had your number saved. The hell? I appreciate so much, boss. Appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna get into it with you though, because like I said, I do need to learn a little bit more on it, and definitely appreciate you for helping me. Appreciate you, boss. I started to master my contracts as far as options and how to use it. I started to get better at doing that. Definitely started getting better at doing that. But I do still want to learn futures, though. I still want to learn it. Yeah, I definitely started because I had to learn. And I thank y'all, too, for all the option traders who helped me, throughout my option journey. That made me pay more close attention to the strike prices, how important that is. Now I really, I understand it clearly. And understanding the theta, deltas. Shout out to Active 2 for that. And understanding and how it works. Yeah. No. Yeah. Futures is way different from options. Queen. Yeah. It works way different. Way different. I've been meaning to get into it. I just never had the chance to jump into it like I wanted to. So I'm good at doing my options. Like I said, I'm as far as the contracts, I started to understand how to utilize it at the right times now. So I definitely started to understand how to use it at the right times. Queen, like I said, when it comes down to the option contracts, like I said, the best way to use it, and this is the best advice I give through my experience, is once you start to understand the price points, like today, from the 544 levels back down to the 536 levels, man, just utilize those strike prices. That's like the best thing to do. Like, I mean, play around those prices, like from the 535 to 536 for a possible call opportunity, and then the top areas around 544 levels, use that for a put opportunity. Just play around those play around those price points. Stay within that frame and that channel. That's about the smartest and easiest way to do it, because you don't want to get too far out of the money. You don't want to get too far out of the money where the contract that you're in is not doing too much, like you're not profiting a lot from it. And I had to learn from that. If things do get too expensive to where you can't afford those price points, you go with other options. Go with TQQQ, SQQQ, and so forth. But if you're able to trade with SPX or SPY, play within the strike prices. Or close to it. Play as close to it as possible. And again, I had to learn that. I had to learn, how to really utilize those contracts without going too far out of the money, because I wanted something cheap and the damn thing doesn't move. And I had to learn from that mistake. I had to learn from it. Because normally, okay, if the market is dropping, then the value on your contract should be getting cheaper, right? So that's when you start to what's up, J-Dub? That's when you start to scoop up your calls, because now the contracts is not as expensive at that moment, because as you're dropping, the prices are dropping. The prices are lowering down. So those are your best opportunities until it goes back up. Vice versa, that's just like on a put. If it's spiking, that means the contracts on the puts are coming down, becoming a little bit more cheaper, then that's when you grab them. But play around those strike prices, especially once you start to identify the price range that is in. It depends on what contracts you use. Like if you're using today's contracts, play within that range. 544, 535. Play within that range in a sense, and scalp and just make the best of the channel, the rotation. That's like about the smartest thing to do on them. You're playing with the same day contract, just play the range, from tops to bottoms, and shut it down. Now, if you're looking at a long-term sense, where you want to hold out for a few days to damn near a week or so, then not just play the range, but just play the whole entire pattern. If you see that, okay, we're on a weekly uptrend, okay, well, collect you some bottoms, as far as calls, and ride that bad boy on up. That's about the smartest thing to do, too. You think the uptrend, what you said? Think we uptrend? Based off of what the buyers do, right? Because like I said, the main thing that we need to get back above J-Dub is going to be 540 range, because we want to get back in this range here. See, before we cracked, we was in this range this morning. We was in from pre-market to intraday, we was at 540, 544. Well, the 544 was your tops, 540 were your bottoms, because you can see right here we rotated back and forth what buyers were at and what sellers at. Right now, we done cracked out of it. Now, what I stated was, boss, the way that we can see a good successful transition, like from a successful red to green, is if buyers can get back on top of 540. Because if buyers can get back on top of 540, hold that 540 level, they can possibly be setting us up for a possible inverted head and shoulders, where you'll have a left shoulder here at 540, and then right here you have your head right at 535, and if they can get back on top of that 540 level, that'll be your right shoulder, meaning that those sellers cannot stay underneath 540, meaning that failure pullback, that buyers are reclaiming 540. So if they can hold that key level, then you have room to push your way back up to that 540-250, 544 level where you retest for a possible breakout up to us, 546, 548, and so forth. So right now, the main thing that we want to see during lunchtime, boss, is a successful transition from red to green, from buyers to sellers, to see can we start to create some type of U-shaped pattern back up towards the upside, especially getting back on top of that floor of 540, because we want to get back in this range. Because if we get back in that range, because you already know, 9 times out of 10, when we on channel setups, we 9 times out of 10 do a channel magnet and do a possible channel breakout. So right now, you fell out of that channel. So we want to see can buyers step back and put us back in that channel, which creates a channel magnet. And if we can stay back on top of 544, that means that area is no longer resistance, but now support, where we could continue within that range to possibly push back up towards the upside. But right now, you done fell out of the channel, now on the downtrend. So right now, what I'm trying to see and analyze to see if buyers can move that way back up to a 540, basically back into this range, to give me that confirmation that, okay, we're no longer falling back down, we're no longer downtrending, now we possibly set ourselves up for a possible uptrend. So like right here, for example, J-Dub, this, instead of being in a bull trap, we could possibly be setting up for bad traps as long as those buyers step back in, where you'll see a pullback bounce, pull back, bounce, pull back, bounce, when you start to see those candles transition from red to green. So definitely want to keep that on watch just to see if these buyers are going to truly step in and push up. So right now, the price points I want to see is 538, 540. So right now, I have not seen a successful break back above 538 just yet, and I have not seen a successful break back above 540, which is showing me and telling me that we're still downtrending and still weak. So that's what I want to see. So it almost, let me see how I can put a whole channel together, because I can kind of see a whole channel within this whole thing right here. So, because right now we're holding these bottoms, which is around that 535.43. So I can create a little, somewhat of a little channel from, this price point. Well, I can use that as a bottom, 540 as a mid, and then utilize that open as the tops. So I can take a duplicate copy. That's going to be around, what, 544.5. So let me make a top, 544.5. Turn that into resistance, because that's the area that you can't break. Put that to red, and there go your channel. See that? Now you see the whole channel, J-Dub? See that? Your tops, your mids, your bottoms. See that as of now? Because you can't break the 544.50, 544.05, which is the tops, and then you have yet to crack that 535 bottoms. So you have your bottoms, you have your tops, and you have somewhat of a little mid area right here. So let's see. Yep, no time, K. And Coldplay, thanks so much for the insight, boss. Appreciate you. So right now we back at these bottoms. Right now sellers are trying to come right back down to these lows. Once again, that's going to be around at 535.43. Buyers are trying to come back down. You got to keep in mind that your indicators are still pointing down, because we have not yet to get back above any indicators yet. So right now we're about to be possibly testing these bottoms once again. Shout out to my guy Deck for giving me a platform to help other traders. Thank y'all so much. Like I said, man, shout out to all of you guys, man, because I know you the guys don't get a lot of acknowledgement, man. Coldplay, again, thank you. I know I don't see you a lot, boss, but again, man, thank you so much for everything you do for me and for the team. You, Tariq, all you guys, man, you guys do an amazing job. As far as helping us, man. I mean, you help me see things that sometimes I may not see, and I do thank you guys so much for helping me. I definitely appreciate you. So I just wanted to salute to you guys. Thank you so much, man. Just stop being a ghost. Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. Messing with you, Coldplay. I don't want to jump over. That's my guy over there. Yep, Nate Trade, shout out to you too, boss. Shout out to you too, man. Yep, and you're right. We all in it together. Everybody thinks differently, trade differently, but we all in it together to make green. No matter how differently we think, we all in it for one thing, to profit. So right now, we're still pulling back down to this bottoms. Keep this on watch, guys. Keep this on watch. So right now, buyers have still yet to step up to the plate yet. Still. Because again, what I want to see is consecutive green candles back up towards the upside. But right now, you're definitely still getting a pullback. You're doing a green to red move back down to this. These bottoms are 535.43. Still about to retest these bottoms. So let's see. Will we actually crack this level? We'll start to pull back down towards the 534s and so forth? Or will this be another somewhat of a bad trap setup where these sellers will fail to pull back below this price point? So keep it on watch, because you can start to see a little bit of buying stepping in. You see the lower shadows. Every time we get close towards those bottoms, buyers are trying to step in and save this bottom. Keep this on watch. Because right now you can see exactly where the demand zone is at. Because as we pull back down, you see that how we had that lower shadow come in? How those buyers step back in a push? So right here, you can see right here where your bottoms are located. You can see right now where your bottoms are located. But what I need the buyers to do from this point is I need us to get back above the price points of 538, 540 level. I want them to start to create some type of uptrend where we'll start to trap the sellers from this point on. Pull back, bounce. Where we'll start to see, instead of seeing red candles, we'll start to see not consecutive green candles, but more green candles than red candles. Especially if they setting up for pullback bounces where you will see red candles within the uptrend. So right now, buyers are definitely stepping in right here at this moment. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if they can set up and successfully get back above those price points, I'll go for the long side. I'll go back for the long side, but I definitely want to see us get back above the 538, 540 levels, because I definitely want us to get back in that range where we do and will have the opportunity to retest 544, the open, back up toward the 546, 547, 548 level, back almost back up to 550, because we know where the tops is going to be at. It's going to be at 550. So I definitely want to see some type of transition. I definitely want to see some transition. Like I said, somewhat of an inverted cup and handle pattern. Inverted head and shoulders pattern. Once we get back above that. But right now, I want to avoid the choppiness. I want to avoid the rain, getting caught in the ranges where you see up and down, and it doesn't really do too much. So I definitely want to avoid that. So right now, you're pretty much ping-ponging back and forth between that 535.43 and that 538, which you have yet to still break out. So right now, you're just kind of ping-ponging back and forth between this little range right here. Still kind of ping-ponging. Now, if you're on the put side and you want to go for puts, just make sure you stay underneath that 538. From that 538, you want to get a flush and that crack at that 535 because you want to take that flow away from those buyers where you will see 530, possible 534, 532s back down to these lows back here around 530. So if you are on the put side, definitely make sure you still need that 538 where we can start to get that further pullback down 536, down to 534, 532, and so forth, where we will continue the downtrend setup. But right now, we're standing in your way, 535.43, because you have pullback failure, pullback failure, pullback failure, pullback failure. And none of those candles have yet to crack below that price point yet. So definitely keep that on watch. Now, once you crack it, then yeah, more downside is going to come. But you have to keep that in mind that that is an area that the buyers are refusing to let the sellers take out. Got to definitely keep that in mind. So right now, like I said, just a waiting game. But if you are on puts already, like I said, just make sure you stay underneath 538. 538, take out that 536. Let's crack that floor where we can start to see continuation downside. Excuse me. Let me see how we're looking on my 180 chart as of now. So far, I mean, the way it's setting up, it does look like you still have room to possibly fall back down towards the 530 ranges because we have not yet to get back on top of 540. So that can be an issue for the buyers because now that 540 is going to hold up as a strong resistance as of now. So we could possibly see more downside coming where we could crack this 535 back down to the 534s, basically back down to this floor here. So just keep this on watch. Keep it on watch. Because it does indicate a little bit of downside of what I'm seeing that we could see a little bit more coming. So just definitely keep that on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. So again, puts, if you're in that 538, you want to crack that floor, start to move back down this way. Where you go on a two-legged pullback setup. Pullback bounce. Second pullback. So let's see, can we crack this floor for the puts? If you're going in for puts, just make sure you crack this level. Start to pull back down this way. That'll be your second leg pullback. That'll be your second leg pullback. But watch this 535.43 level. Take that out. Take out this floor. Take out this floor. You want to close underneath that price point because you want to take away those levels from the buyers. So just keep that on watch. Keep it on watch. So if you're in on the puts, these are the areas that we need to definitely take out. So let's see, guys. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Let's see. Because it looked like we want to crack this level and fall back this way. That's what it looked like. So 1 and 2. Almost like an H pattern. Almost looked like an H pattern right at 538. Where you got rejected at. So it looked like it want to make somewhat of a little H pattern. Like, it looked like it want to do this. That's what it looked like it want to do. Oh, it looked like it want to do this. Kind of like this, and possibly back down this way. Right underneath that 538 level. As you can see right here, we got stuffed at. So that's what it looked like it want to do. So let's see, can we take it out? Let's see, can sellers take out that 535.43 level? Let's see, can they take it out and close below it? Because that means that they can get that candle to close underneath, and once that new candle comes in, that price point 535.43 will be resistance for possible further pullback down because there's no longer support. So let's see. Because right now you're on top of it, but we need to crack it. Need to crack it. Need to crack it. See how it's still kind of dancing around it? You want to definitely take it out. You want to take it out. I mean, your indicators are helping you. Because your 9 MA is still pulling you down. It's still creating somewhat of a descending wedge within itself, within the indicator by itself. So your 9 MA is doing this in a way. So it's doing this. Let me try to match it as much as I can. So it's kind of like you want to do this in a way. Yeah, see that? See how it kind of, damn, that popped up. Damn! Ooh! Goodness! What was that? Was he talking? He must be speaking. Let me see. Is he speaking? God, dog, the minute I said that, look at that. God dang. Goodness gracious. Is he speaking? Let me see. Because that one came out of nowhere. Because normally it does that. Oh, he's not? I could have sworn somebody said he was supposed to be talking today. Yeah, I thought they said he was supposed to talk today, Coldplay. Yeah, I'm checking too, because that's what I thought. I thought he was supposed to talk. Yep, still kind of creating that downtrend though. Still creating that downtrend. Still creating this downtrend though. Watch that 9 MA. Watch that 9 MA to see if we're gonna stay underneath it. Watch that 9 MA. See that? See how that 9 MA is still acting like a downtrend? A descending wedge? So it could have been a fake out breakout. Let's see. Look like a fake out breakout. Look like a big old bull trap. So you still need that indicator. Still acting like a little descending wedge. That could go for a descending wedge squeeze down. So that look like almost like a big bull trap that just set it up. Yep, right here. Damn, that was a hell of a little. Oh, so it ran up to that 20 EMA. And it came right back down to that 9 EMA. I see what it did. Right underneath the VWAP. So let's see, because right now, again, those sellers need to take out this floor, but we'll see, because you got a big up a shadow. You definitely got a long up a shadow, and look like a descending wedge. Look like damn near a bull trap setting up. All I gotta do is just take out this 535, and we can definitely see more downside. So let's see, 9 EMA still underneath that bad boy. So you see how I got my line set up, almost trying to match that 9 EMA. Let me see. I was trying to fix it. I know it turned a little bit. Let me just take it off. Because let's see. You see how you keep getting stuff underneath the 9 EMA? Rejection. Try to break through it, then you came right back underneath it. Ran from that 9 EMA up to the 20, then came right back down to the 9. And that 9 is still holding you down. See that? Still weighing you down. Still creating that H pattern. Still creating somewhat of that H pattern. You see that arc right at that 538? Ran up to 538. Breakout failure, 538, which is not creating an arc, almost giving you somewhat of an H pattern. That pattern we just talked about. So it has created that. So I'm just keeping this on watch. Let me see. You remember I drew this out earlier. Kind of like an H pattern. See that? So all you gotta do is crack that price point, that 535.43, for possible continuation pullback underneath 538. So right now, you still, how we looking? Yep, 538, still holding resistance, still giving you an arc. So that's still holding weight. It's still holding weight. So 538 held up a strong resistance. So right now we're pulling back down, bull trap, back down to that 535.43, where that candle could possibly flip, go from green to red. So it look like that's what it want to do. It look like it want to flip right underneath that price point and start to flip the other way down toward that 534. So let's see if that candle's gonna flip. Because again, if we want to see some more continuation pullback, you got to crack this floor. Want to flip that candle. Definitely want to flip that candle. Because you want to turn that candle's close to resistance. So right now, buyers are trying to utilize that candle close for support to try to go for a bounce. But it's still looking weak, though. Still looking weak. Because you still haven't even taken out that candle. That red candle is still engulfing this green candle. It tried to go for a spike, but then it came right back on down, which created that upper shadow. So that candle was weaker than this candle, that selling candle. Your buyers are way weaker than your sellers. Still. Yeah, I mean, H pattern right there, 538. 538 got rejected for the third time, came right back down. Right back down when you're creating an arc. Creating an arc for possible H pattern for a possible two-legged pullback once they crack that price point. So that's why I'm just trying to see what we're going to get right here at this 535.43 because they're definitely battling right there between buyers and sellers. Sellers are trying to take it out, go underneath it. Buyers are still trying to hold it. Right here. They're fighting right at this level. So let's see what we get, guys. Let's see. Like I said, the only thing I'm going off of is this upper shadow still. Because he couldn't hold his gains. Couldn't hold the gains. And you still couldn't get the 538 break. Still got rejected and came right the hell back down. Setting up a big old bull trap. Because if those sellers come in aggressive, I guarantee you're going to crack that 535.43 level. If they come in aggressive, that candle's going to flip. So I'm keeping on watch to see where we go. And nothing, let me double check anything else. I think let me double check that, the economics real quick. 1 o'clock, the only thing we had at 1, what time it is? It is 1. The only thing we had was, Birkin speak, Wallace speaks. And then after that, 6 o'clock p.m. and 7, then we have the rest of the speakers. But other than that, I don't see nothing else. Yeah, this thing clean and clear as far as economic goes. Let me see when you're doing for scalping, when you're doing study time, layering on the 15 and the 65 EMA. For scalping, when you can doing study time and the 15. So you said wait, 65 EMA? When do you use those? Like what time frame? Coldplay. What time frame? You said 65 EMA. I never used that one. I mean, I just basically use my basic ones. I mean, they work really well. You know, my 50, 20, and 9. I mean, they work really well. I mean, you can see how the market is reacting to it. Especially the 9 EMA that's holding hella weight. So that means that if we looking like this on the downside, wait a minute, let me flip it. Let me flip it. Let me see how it's looking on the put side. So that means that this should be a possible breakout area for your puts. So let's see. Because we'll be in reverse on the put side. So that area, which is going to be 535.43, that should be the area that the puts is trying to break out. So let me see. So your puts, all your indicators sitting up right on that bad boy. So let me make a duplicate copy. 535. What was that? 545. I mean 535. 535.43. 535.43. Alright, it's right where we at for the puts. You see your puts are holding up while your calls is going down. So they're doing a total opposite of one another. So it looked like the puts is trying to go for a breakout right there. Because that means that we could fall while your puts go up right to that 530.91 back down to these lows. Because that bad boy does look like it's setting up to crack while the puts look like it's setting to break out. I mean, you can clearly, you saw my gains. Oh, yeah. From what you sent me on my phone. Yeah, let me double check that, man. I know I kind of skimmed through it. I was trying to get the live setup. Hold up. Because I remember you looking at today's return. Yeah. Good. Man, shout out to you, T. Shout out to you, boss. Job well done, man. That hell yeah. I see it. Goodness gracious. Boy, you are not playing. Cool. Shout out to you, though, boss, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, boss. That's why I told you earlier. I know we were talking earlier this morning. I told you to watch these levels. You remember I said to watch the 540, 544. Watch this range. And I told you we was to crack that 540 level that we could pull our way back down to 538, 536. Where we'll start to feel that gap fill on the downside. What we talked about right here. When you start to feel that gap down. So we did talk about that. So we did crack 540 and start to slowly fill that little gap. But you still got room to fill all the way down towards that. Oh, we did hit it already, didn't we? Yeah, when it's long. Yeah, so we did feel it already in a sense. Yeah, right where that upper shadow is. So I mean lower shadow is. So we did feel it. So that did happen. The gap fill happened. So yeah, that already. Man, love you too, boss. Man, you know I got your back, man. You know that. Oh, there go my aunt. I'm about to embarrass her. Everybody like to call me. I like to embarrass them. Hey, Queen.
Hey, I know you at work and you working today.
So yep, go ahead and tell everybody here on my live.
Oh Lord, hello.
I got you. Let me take off the speaker. Hey, Queen. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, everybody's saying hello, Queen too. Yeah, I just had got on live not too long ago. I might be getting off around what, 2ish? Yeah, about 2ish. Well, 2ish my time. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much. No, it's not a speaker. I got you on the regular phone. I mean on the regular. So 2 o'clock. Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, you're a blessing as well. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for y'all. So thank y'all. Yes, ma'am. Love you too. Hi. Bye bye. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I gotta go help my. Not right now, but I do have to go help. My aunt just called me. She want me to go with my grandmother to help get a lawnmower for the property. So by powwow, with powwow, I'll just be heading out around 2. So, well, my time 2 o'clock, market hour 2 or 3 o'clock. So by 2ish, I'll head out. So y'all still got me. Y'all still got me. Y'all still got me. So we're gonna keep this on watch, guys. See where we go from here. Right now, that 535.34 level still holding up at this time. Right now, that's the only thing that's stopping puts from going on this possible spike up is that 535.43 level, which is still holding up. Now, once we crack, that should create a spike on your puts up towards the upside or downside, however you look at it, which that means you will be falling down, back up, down towards 534, 532, back down to these possible bottoms of 530.91. Where you'll go from that 540 back down to these lows of 539. So right now, we still in a little, still trying to hold up on this little level right here. Still looking weak, though. Still looking weak. I mean, I still don't see buyers stepping up at this time where it does look like we could crack that level and possibly fall down even lower. So if you're in on the put side, you want to crack that 535.43 level where we could start to see 534 again, down to the 532s, all the way back down to these low levels here where you'll just continue that downtrend from these tops back down to these bottoms. So that's the main thing. Keep your eyes peeled on this price point and watch this floor to see can these sellers take it out. So we'll see where we go from here. But right now, it's still holding up as support at this time, which we have not cracked yet. So that's the only thing. So by holding that floor, that's stopping the puts from going up even further on the upside, as far as profits. So that's the only thing that's standing in the way is that price point. You can see it right here on the put side. You can see it on the put side and you can see it on the call side. Calls are holding, puts are getting rejected by it. So that's the only thing. Exactly. He said all principles secure is no. He says so no more risk for me across the board in trade smart. Shout out to you, T. Thank you so much for your insights and breakdowns. You Coldplay and the rest of you guys. Thank y'all so much, man. Appreciate you guys. You guys do an amazing job, amazing freaking job, man. I can't even complain about that. Thank y'all so much for everything that you guys do. So right now, just watching that level, because right now you're still in a standoffish level between on the put side and the call side at the same particular price point. So just watch this level. Like I said, for puts, you want to crack that key level. You want to crack that. So the only thing now, like I said, I'm going to do my best to talk about it from both standpoints. I'm going to talk about it from a long standpoint. I'm going to talk about it from a short standpoint. Shorts, the first area that we said that we want to stay underneath was 538. From that 538, we want to crack this floor, this 535.43, which will put us back down this way. Longs, if you want to see the upside, we got to reclaim 538, get us back on top of that 540 level. Because again, if we could turn that 540 back into support, then that'll be a possible second shoulder, creating somewhat of an inverted head and shoulders for a possible move back up towards the upside, and also putting you back on top of that trend line. So keep that on watch. So just keep it on watch, keep it on watch. So still nothing yet, still nothing yet. Just be patient, guys. Be patient to see what type of volume is going to step in. Definitely see what type of volume is going to be stepping in as we cross over now to the second half of the market. I'm going to try to see what I can look up to see if I see anything else, any I'm gonna go on to CNBC to see if they brought up anything else. Stocks waver as tech tariff bounces, loses steam. That's the only thing that came up so far. They got this. Fed Governor Wallace sees tariff inflation as transitory in tush push. What the hell is that? Comparison. What the hell is tush push? It sounds weird. Never heard that. But stocks waver as tech tariff loses steam. Auto stock rises as Trump says he wants to help some car companies. But that's the really only things I see. So Wallace already speaking, so we already have him. It was somebody else that was supposed to speak too. Who was it? It was somebody else besides him that was supposed to be speaking at one. That was so we got Waller and Birkin already spoke. Barkin already spoke, so it's Wallace speaking. I mean, you saw that though, right? You saw. Fed Governor Wallace sees tariff inflation as transitory in tush push. What the hell is tush push? What is that? Let me go over the key points. Federal Reserve Governor Chris Waller said Monday he expects the impact of President Trump's tariffs on prices to be transitory. The central bank embraced a term that got the central bank in trouble during the last bout of inflation. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is this tush push crap. Since it didn't work out the way you expected, does that mean you should call for the tush push the next time you face a similar situation? He added. What is a tush push? What is that? Man, love you, boss, man. Appreciate you, man. Man, love you, boss. Appreciate you, T. Appreciate you, T. What is I'm about to look that up. What the hell is a tush push? I never heard of a tush push. What is that? I'm about to really look that up to see what that is. Tush push? That sounds like something you do to like when a child is moving and you just pushing them by the tush. It's like tush push. Like what the? Like you talking to an infant? What the? Let me see. Tush push. Let's see. Anything come up? What is a tush push? Okay. That is NFL, really? Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, that's an NFL reference. That's all like, what the? Tush push. A tush push is a specific type of quarterback sneak play. Not using a football reference in the stock market. American football, when the quarterback is pushed forward by teammates lined up behind him. It's a short yardage play often used by teams like the Philadelphia Eagles to gain yard or two, particularly in the end zone situation or when needing a first down. Wow. So they referencing NFL to the market now. A tush push. That's really what we doing now. Wow. Boy, this is gotten crazy. Now we're using NFL, and this is our governors using an NFL references to the stock market now. Tush push. Wow. I didn't heard it all. Wow. NFL references. That is insane. The market has got that bad. You got to use NFL references. Wow. That is insane. What else they going to use? No, I know another one, Nate, and Thunder and Traedz. You know what we need to do? He gonna probably do a next conference. Gonna be like, you know what? We need to Jack Black the situation. We need to shallow Hal. You know the ugliness where we can see the beauty inside of the ugly. I'm like, what? What? Shallow Hal the play. We need to Jack Black it. We need to look beyond the ugly and look inside and look at the prettiness inside. Really? Man, you know what, man? We need to do that. Hey, we need to come up with that. We need to Jack Black. We need to come up with our own little reference. Jack Black, shallow Hal, the situation. Where we see something ugly on the outside, but it's really pretty on the inside. Shallow Hal. We're going to shallow Hal it. That's what we're going to do. Do we have shallow Hal this time? Let me see. Shallow Hal. Oh, my bad. Shallow how. That's gonna be our new one. That's gonna be our new one. We need the shallow how the stock market. We need to look through the ugly to see the prettiness. Since they want to use NFL references, so we might as well use some too. That's crazy. That's crazy. So right now, guys, we got buys still holding that 535.43, guys. Still slowly trying to create this uptrend. Have you noticed that the candles are starting to slowly transition? So you see now green candles, pull back green candles. So it look like buyers are trying to create a head right here. So it look like this is what they may be doing. Tariq, Nate trades, Nate and Thunder. They may be trying to go for that transition. So they may be trying to go for that inverted head and shoulders we talked about. So if buyers start to slowly step in, get back above 538, get back above 540, hold that key level, that may be that right shoulder where they could start to move their way back up towards that 544. So they may possibly go for a head and shoulders pattern, inverted head and shoulders pattern. Because right now you're above the 9 EMA, like we talked about Friday, now trying to push your way up to the 20 EMA. So from the 20 EMA up to the 50 SMA, which is where right around where? 540. So could they be doing another repeat play again that we seen last time when they started to slowly transition their way back up like before? Where they're trapping those shorts once again, trying to slowly slither their way up? Look like they are trying to do that. Look like they're trying to slowly go for that play. But we need, what time it is? Oh, it's past 1 o'clock though. Yep, because 540 is gonna, yeah, we definitely gotta get back above 540 if they can successfully get back above that price point. But you do have that 50 right in front of you. But they get on top of that trend line, they're gonna try to possibly work their way up this way. They're gonna try to slowly work their way this way. But you do have room to push up to that bad boy. You do have room to push. Tush push. Jeez Louise. Tush push. Alright, there go that little bounce, guys. They're gonna move back up. So right ahead from these bottoms, you can see the candle slowly transitioning. You're going from red sellers to now buyers. Slowly transitioning, creating a head right here. Trying to create a head. And we need to get on top of that 540 where we can work on that right shoulder. Where we can turn that back into support to slowly get that push back up towards the upside, because that'll be your inverted head and shoulders. So in other words, if these buyers can do this, guys, we should see a successful inverted head and shoulders pattern. So we got a shoulder here. We got a head here, and then we get back above these key levels, like right in this little range, slowly move our way back up to a possible head and shoulders pattern. So that look like that's what they may be trying to do. Slowly. Look like they're trying to. Possibly go for an impossible inverted head and shoulders pattern. It's a possibility, guys. Possibility. Because buyers are stepping in, and yeah. Puts are starting to curl back down, getting rejected around that 535.43. That's holding up as resistance, as just your call is holding up as support. So let's see. We'll see. We're gonna definitely keep it on watch, guys. Definitely keep it on watch. Because you're above one, like I said, you're above one indicate at this time. You're above the 9 here, man. You're above the 9. Now we need to get above the 20. And the 20 is sitting at what price point? 538.80. 538.80. So it looked like they're trying to slowly create a head right here. Slowly trying to set up a head, red to green, and then trying to get back, like I said, they get back on top of 540. That'll be that right shoulder. That'll be somewhat of an inverted head and shoulders pattern. So that looked like the setup. Possible setup they could be going for. Possibility. Because you do have room to still push your way back up towards that 540 to test, which will put you around the VWAP for a VWAP test. So if you get that squeeze, that'll put you towards 540. Because right now you're what, 538? You're only $2 away from 540. So bouncing off of that 535.43, trying to push your way back up towards that VWAP and that 540 level. So look like they slowly trying to go for possible inverted head and shoulders. Leaving his loans to run. No more stress. He said just closed out. Puts. He said I just showed. He sold 2 chases. Ha ha ha. Don't chase. Oh, shout out to you, boss. Ooh, real I gained 13,000. Ooh. Goodness gracious, T. Shout out to you, boss. Shout out to you. Because right here, we talked about the channel that we were in. The bottoms are 535.43. Mid areas are 540 with the tops around that 544 level. So that's the little range that we in from these tops to these bottoms as of now, because bottoms are holding. So bottoms are holding at this time. Where we get back above that 540 again, that'll be a possible right shoulder for that possible push back up towards the upside. So look like they slowly trying to get there. What time it is on this calendar? We got about 5 minutes. So let's see. Let's see where we go from here, guys. Let's see where we go from here. So shout out to you, boss, man. Job well done, T. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. Always killing the game. Proud of you, man. I'm proud of all of y'all, to be honest. All of y'all I'm proud of. Always killing it. So let's see, can these buys go for those pushes, go for them squeezes? Like I said, the main price point that we want to see is 540. We definitely want to see that 540 breakout. Excuse me. But yeah, we definitely want to see that 540 breakout. We want to get back above that price point because that'll put us back in this range of 540 back up to 544. So we want to go from the bottom portion of this channel to now trying to get to the upper portion of this channel. So right now you go from these bottoms to this midpoint area, which is around 540, and your VWAP and your 50, which is all lined up like right here. VWAP, 540 and your 50, which is going to be a little tough, possible tough area to break until we get that push. It's going to be a little toughy. Nothing wrong with that. As long as those buys can step back in and push. I mean, they have the opportunity. Still in the range, though. Still in the range because you still have yet to crack and you still have yet to break out. So you still are in a range. Still are in a range at this time. Just got to give it some time. Sometimes, guys, you know, the volatility, you know, everything taking place. I mean, just give it time to set itself up. All it takes is time. You just got to have patience. And while watching this, have a game plan behind it. Have a game plan behind it. Have a strict game plan. Because they get it back above 538, that's going to turn to support. If they can close above it, then you'll be in the range of 538, 540. So right now, 538, you can still see holding weight. Ran up to 538, your trend line and the 20 MA, you got rejected and came back down. But you haven't dumped, though. You haven't dumped. Still give it some time. Give it some time to set itself up. Excuse me. But we'll see where we go from here. Give me some water, jeez, please. But yeah, keep in mind, guys, I'm going to be leaving around Power Hour because I got to go with my grandmother to help her get a lawnmower. So I'll be with her. So I will be leaving around Power Hour, which will be 2 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock market time. So she's supposed to pick me up at 2. So I'm going to help you guys out as much as I can, you know, as of now. It's still early. Still, what, 1 o'clock? 1:28, so we still got time. So let it set itself up, guys. Like I said, give it time to just see. Let's see where we go. Right now, you're still battling 538. 538, you still have not yet got a candle to successfully close above that price point. So if you notice right here from these candles all the way down, failure breakout, right across the board. Still no candle successfully you have yet to cross above 538. Now, once we start to cross above that, then we can start to utilize that 538 for possible support. But right now, they're still holding up as resistance right across the board so we can get that breakout. So like I said, all it is, guys, is about taking your time, understanding these price points. And once you understand that, like I said, understand the range. Now, what I mean by the range is, if we can get a breakout, we know we can go from what, 535 up to that 540, which is what, a $5 move. But right now, look where you're getting hammered at. Still 538, still across the board, 538, still holding weight, still no breakout yet. Like I said, puts, make sure you stay underneath 538. Calls, you have to reclaim 538. Cause right now, these are where your sellers are sitting at. Every time you try to push up to 538, sellers come in. Sellers come in. Sellers come in. Sellers come in. We got to take that away from those sellers if you want to see that push back up towards the upside, where we can successfully reverse the play. 538. So right now, it's not, like I said, we're not doing too much of anything. I mean, we're just kind of in a range. You're in a range of this 535, 43 level that you can't crack. And right now, you're at 530, 538 that you can't break out. So you just kind of went within this little range. But look like buyers are trying to slowly step up. You kind of see an uptrend though. Kind of seeing some higher low bills. 538 buyers, come on. If we want to see that transition, 538. Get above that price point. That's going to be what's in their way, 538. Oops. Just give them some time. Give them some time, guys. Because like I said, we know the volatility. Till buyers step back in, we know it's a little off. But right now, it's still a little bullish. Still have yet to crack and go back down yet. So I want to see if these buyers going to step up to the plate and push. Because like I said, the main price point I want to see is 540. That's the main price point I want to see is 540. For sure. So right now we're in this little range here, guys. We're just in this little range right here. Right here. So but you can see right now, I mean, especially when you come down towards that green trend line, you see how those candles starts to change colors. When you up here, your candle changes colors. You go from green to red, and then when you come down to this green trend channel, you can see you go from red to green. So you can see where the buyers are sitting at, and you can see where the sellers are sitting at. So right now, just still keeping on wise, guys. Like I said, just still sideways movement. Like I said, for puts, because I know a lot of y'all want to trade bad. And I know, again, you got to watch your price points. For puts, as I stated, stay underneath 538. Stay underneath 538. Let's see those breakout failures. Breakout failures as we pull back down towards that 535.43. Thus still putting you in within that range. So right now, 538 still holding weight. Still holding weight at this time. Still holding up a strong resistance. Man, that's crazy, man. There's been so much manipulation in the market. It's just been, man, people been not knowing which way to go. And it's sad. It's sad to see that with traders who just want to make profit, want to make just simple money. And due to all of the manipulation, you know, it's hard for them to even do so, man. And it's sad, man, to see that, because what it does is it messes, especially new traders, it messes up their experience, because they get caught up in the manipulation because they don't even know which way to go. Some with small accounts who can't make so many trades, who can't, you know, cover certain trades. You know, a lot of them under margin accounts that can only trade 3 times a week. Or some with small accounts that, you know, once your money runs out, you got to wait for it to settle. You know, you got to go through so much. You got to go through so much, man. And I know it's tough, man. That's why sometimes I tell you guys to not just look at it from an intraday perspective, but look outside of the window by minimizing your charts, by seeing it from a longer term standpoint, where you can get the upper hand on the market, you know, where you can just kind of squeeze out a little bit and just kind of get an understanding. You see that? You know, uptrends, and just try to figure it out. Just try to figure things out as you go. Well, you don't have to just lean on one day, because one day just may be a range. You know, it may make a better move tomorrow, or whatever the case may be. All basically set up, and, you know, due to the setup that we have right in front of us that some people overlook. You know, they overlook, you know, certain setups that could be presenting themselves like right in front of you, but you just don't see it. You know? They get so caught up in one day that they forget about everything else, you know, the past that can help, you know, as far as the, resistance areas in the past that you can run back up to and hit again. Go for a second, you know, for a double top and whatever the case may be. Oh, what you got, boss? He said, I want to add this. I talked to Jay today. He said, in 3 out of 7 trades I took today and was basically blind on what Jay said. He said it made sense and all 3 worked out. He said, I don't hear what Jay says. I listen and apply into my trading strategy. So if I can, he said, if I can, so can you. He said, use the free resource Jay is giving you every day. He is here, and don't take it for granted. He said, for what you say right there, boss? Oh, again, thanks, Jay. God bless you, boss. The levels you called out, Jay, worked to the damn T. Despite the manipulation. Shout out to you, Tariq. Shout out to you, boss, man. I'm glad it worked out for you. And that's all it's about. You know, I mean, like I said, me, you talk. All I do is have you step back a little bit and just kind of analyze and see what I see, and then you just go from there. We talked about the range. You know, we talked about the range early this morning, about the 544 level. And as I stated, boss, I said again, if we crack that 540 level, that we can possibly slowly fill that gap back down from, you know, Friday's area going into Monday and so forth. That we crack 540, we could find our way back down to 538, 536, down to 534, and we so sure did. So we cracked all the way down to 534 and, you know, wound up filling that gap fill on the downside, now trying to go back up. So, I mean, shout out to you, boss. Thank you so much for believing in me and having faith in me, man. And thank you for being an inspiration, not to just other traders, but me as well. You know, I mean, you helped me out a great deal, too. So, I appreciate you, boss. I mean, I do the best that I can, man. I'm not a perfect person, man, but I do the best that I can. And, again, guys, I show consideration, man. I mean, I'm not a selfish person. I don't ask nobody for anything. You know, if you want to donate and things of that nature, I say, cool. You know, I'm fine with that. But I don't beg for donations. I don't, you know, try to put you guys in a position like, oh, if you want to know my secrets, you got to pay me. I don't do none of that. All you do is come onto my live. I break everything down to a science. I'll do things that people normally do charge you guys for. I'll do it for free. Just because I want to help you out, man. Because I'm just trying to do God's work, man. I want to help other people make it. Because I know how I feel to struggle. I've been there. I don't want to see you guys struggle. Because I know one of the main breakups into, you know, divorces and marriages is due to financial, you know, finances. And my thing is, I want to see you guys happy, where you have a happy relationship. You have enough money to take care of your kids, your parents, grandparents, and so forth, man. Because I've been down that route. And I don't never want to see y'all go through it. Because it is a deep road, and it's hard to recover from. And I never want to see y'all go through it, which is why I put out information that I don't charge you guys for at all. I mean, every single day I'm calling out certain plays, what to look out for, just like Friday. When so many people was trying to go against me, trying to short it. What did I say? Because I gave a damn. I said, be very, very careful. Please be careful. You know, I said, watch these areas could be transitioning from a downtrend to an uptrend. I said, calls could be trying to stall those puts out of their contracts, which could lead to a squeeze. Because remember I said that. I said that's just like long and shorts. Because if the shorts are getting squeezed out of their position, what do they have to do? Buy the cover. When they buy the cover, that's adding on to the buying power, which leads to a short squeeze. So that's all I was doing Friday, was trying to break it down and be helpful and do what I can, because I didn't want to see nobody's account getting destroyed. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would let you do whatever you want to do. Like right here, when a lot of people telling me it was shorting, I say, be careful, man. Be careful, because the setup is transitioning. You're going from a downtrend to an uptrend. I say, guys, and we broke this down. I said, when you are on uptrends, you have a small window of opportunity to short. When you're on a downtrend, you have a small opportunity to go long. And you can see right here, when you went up, small window of opportunity. Go up, small window of opportunity. Go up, small window of opportunity. So that's why I try my best to just help you guys, you know, for you to see things sometimes that you may overlook. And nothing is wrong with that. You're human. But I do my best because, and the reason why I'm breaking it down is not to be a smart ass or a know-it-all. It's because I had to learn from my mistakes. And I don't want you going through what I went through. Because I love you guys to death, man. You guys are my family. And I'm there by your side, man. Yeah, and J-Dub, like I said, y'all my family, man. And I'm going to look out for y'all. You know, that's why I do my best. You know, I could have been one of those people that could have been like, you know, J-Dub, yeah, short it. But what did I do? I said, and Nate, y'all was there. I said, please be careful. Please be careful. Here's a trader who gives a damn about you guys, who care about you guys. And again, I want to see you guys do well. So I do my best to help, even if sometimes y'all may not listen to me, or, you know, at that point in time, you know, especially if you're dealing with the market manipulation and the market is all over the place. So that's where it calls for me to look at it from a longer term sense, to where I can try to help you out the best that I can. Because yeah, we were going down at, you know, some points, but what did I do? Like, as we were pulling back down, and shout out to Tariq, he did call that pullback, and then I gave him props on it. But what did I do? I went out a little bit further, out of the range, and I said, look at the overall setup. what the overall setup is doing. I said, yes, we may be pulling back, but notice the uptrend. And then I went to my 180 chart and showed y'all I showed y'all the bull flag pattern that was like right in y'all faces. I showed y'all the bull flag pattern setup that was like right there, just waiting for sellers to step in so they get slaughtered. And I didn't want y'all getting caught in it. I didn't want y'all getting caught at all. I care about you guys. I care enough to fight against y'all, to go against y'all sometimes when y'all don't see things. And again, that's just human nature. We get like that. We get emotional because we want to trade. You know, it takes too damn long for the setups to happen, or it takes so damn long for the volume to kick in. The market is just going sideways. I want to trade, and your emotions get the better of you. That you just want to jump in and just say bump it. I used to be like that. I had to learn from it. Why do you think I'm so cool, calm, and collected? I don't trade every day. I don't. I wait for setups. I wait for volatility to kick in because I want to see if these patterns can set up to where they need to. Because remember, when that was a few Fridays ago, towards the end of the market, what did I say could possibly set itself up? I still remember that day. It went for an inverted head and shoulders pattern, didn't it not? That's when I caught my trade. At the end of the market, I didn't get in in the beginning. I didn't get in at the middle. I got in damn near towards the end of the, and I did take a risk because I used the same day contract, but I saw the pattern setting up. So I seen the whole pattern setting up. So I was waiting towards the end of the market close, and that's when I seen that right shoulder held. The buyers got right back on top of a certain level and squeezed, and I made profit all by waiting. That's it. All I did was wait. Waited for the opportunity, took advantage of the opportunity, closed out, because I was using the same day contract, took my money and ran with it. I was up like $100 on that one. I made like $100 in a matter of seconds because I waited for a pattern to set up. That's all it's about, guys. Just wait for everything to set up in motion. Let the market tell you what it's gonna do. And nothing is wrong with waiting. Nothing is wrong with being patient, because if you be patient and wait on the right setup, then that's less you have to stress out, less you have to jump out of plays because you're so paranoid. When you can just look at the overall setup. Like when it was, man, when I tried to give everybody a heads up about what was 570, that 570 resistance, that right here. And that was right when Donald Trump went on that talking point, because remember he spoke after the market closed when he started speaking, and I remember that was the Rose Garden ceremony. And I told Tariq this, I told everybody else this. I said, guys, as the market is spiking on up, because there was a lot of people that wanted to go long, right at 570. I said, don't do that. I said, guys, you got to realize that 570 can hold up as resistance, and I went back across the board. I said 570 resistance. I went back down and broke down all the way back down to what? March? To show on how strong that 570 level was. So that day when he spoke, what happened? You ran up to 570, and while everybody else was going long, you had some that went short to respect that level, 570, and caught that nice move on down. Right on down. And I told everybody, just be careful around 570. Watch that key level. So all I told them to do is watch 570. So it's all about the setups, man. That's all I do is sit back and help you guys out the best as possible, as much as possible. So again, I want to see you guys win. I don't want to see you hurt. I don't want to see y'all go through anything. I don't want to see y'all lose money. I mean, is it our fault the market is manipulative or manipulated? Nope. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Well, we still a part of it as far as trying to make money within that crap. But yeah. So right now, all I'm doing, I called out an early pattern just to see, okay, could we actually set up? What's up, old Skilly? See, all I'm doing is being patient, because anything can change. Anything can change. I mean, could we fall back down? Yes. Can we go back up, create a possible inverted head and shoulders pattern? Yes. It can. You still got the capability to do it, because we still holding this floor level. We haven't fell back down to 535 and fell off. You still got room to still go back up to retest these levels of 540, 542, 50 level, where we can get right back in this range, get back on top of this trend line for a possible what? Inverted head and shoulders pattern, where you get right back on top of 540, build up the right shoulder, retest that 542, 544 for that possible squeeze up towards the upside. Because if y'all think about it, if we were to get back above 540, what are we in? We are in a ascending triangle pattern. We will be in somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern. But right now, you're underneath it. But if buyers can step back in, get back above 540, that'll put us back in that range within that ascending triangle pattern for that move back up to 542, 540, 544. All I'm doing is watching to see the setup. All I'm doing is saying, okay, where we go from here without, getting impatient and then jumping and getting caught up in a range where your contracts barely do anything. Because again, I've been that trader. I was selfish. I was stupid. I was ignorant. I was going, because of me being impatient, I was jumping into something like this when the market doesn't really do nothing. You didn't have no volatility. My contracts it's just doing this. It's going up a cent, down a cent, maybe up 2 cents, back down 3 cents. It's not moving by dollars or anything of that nature. It's like I'm just getting stuck in it, getting impatient about it. And all I do now, again, I look at the possible future setup that could take place if, need be. Now, could we see it from a short standpoint? Yes. What price point? 538. So you can see it from both standpoints. Again, if they get above 538 to 540, we can see it from a long standpoint. As long as you stay underneath that 538, you can still see it from a short standpoint. Because what have we still not broke above? 538 still. 538. Rejection. Still at 538. So again, you're still in that range. 535, 538. You're still within a range. What, $3? 535 to 538, $3 range. Damn, man. See? Engineer, that's my queen. That's my lady. Man, it's crazy. Oh man, I know. Oh, she went long? She must have tried to go long. She tried to go long. Man. We're gonna help. What we're gonna do, T? We're gonna help her through it. No, we're gonna that's what we're gonna do. We all take losses just like you did. You was a prime example, but you showed that, even a loss couldn't even keep you down. You found a way through it. You wind up reclaiming those losses back into gains, and we're gonna just do the same for her. We're gonna do the same exact thing for her, man. We're gonna help her through her situation. Even if we can't get it all in one day or whatever in one trade, we're gonna help her build it up slowly. How much did she lose? Or did she specify that or she didn't? Yeah, I know, boss. The range. Nate saw the range. Shout out to Nate. You saw the range. Shout out to you. Y'all all saw the ranges first and foremost on what to utilize. Because we all saw the range this morning. Pre-market, intraday. We was in the range of 540, 544. If we couldn't get that break above 544, we already know that's resistance. You crack 540, then we can feel that gap on down from Friday and Monday right here down towards that 534. Right here, you still not being able to break above what? 538. But you see how we noticing the price points? That's all we doing. Taking price points that we just see again, we got rejected over and over again. What price point? 538, which could lead us to arc, go back down to what? 536, 535 level. But we see how we can just easily spot that by just having patience and just seeing, how the market react to these price points. That's it. That's it. You just take your time, man. But a lot of them they'll jump in too early and get impatient. It's all about just taking time. Like I said, and as I mentioned, you don't have to trade every day to make money. Sometimes it may be a good trade day. Sometimes it may not be. And I told her this. And then I helped her Friday. Friday I helped her. Matter of fact, hey Tariq, how did she do it? I think she swung it. Friday, I think she was I think she stayed in her play to get that move up to 540. So I think she should have done well on her swing trade that me and her talked about. I forgot what was her entry, but I did told her that the market could push its way up to 540, and we sure enough did 540, even though we cracked it, but we did reach that 540 price point. She lost that too. Oh man, what the heck? What the hell? Oh my God, this is crazy. And the trade that me and her took Friday, I think she took a loss on that one. I broke even. Y'all saw me. I broke even on it. Remember? Remember when we didn't hold? You remember? Because y'all remember, y'all my witness. Remember I jumped in after Tariq had alerted it, which I did get in. But we didn't crack that 520. And what did I do? I broke even. I got out. And I switched over to a call opportunity and wrote it back and switched it over. But, I mean, God dog, man, that's crazy. And Engine, that's one of my queens there, man. I hate to see her lose, man. But it's all about patience, man. It's like we try to tell them that, T. Like, don't chase. Wait for this. What I've been doing, I haven't jumped in. All I've been doing is waiting on buyers to give me the confirmation. All I've been doing is waiting. Other than that, if I were to jump in early, I'd be in a damn caught in a channel, waiting on it to see what the market truly wants to do, whether it wants to break back above 538 or come right back down to 535. All I'm doing is waiting on buyers to step in and waiting on volatility, like you always talk about, liquidity, volatility, which we're starting to see a little bit, step in a little bit. All I do is wait. But it's like they get too impatient sometimes, man. It's like, just wait on volatility to step in. Because if buyers step in and do commence that inverted head and shoulders pattern, it's so much room to go up. If buyers can step back in 538, 540, you got room to push your way back up to 542, 544. They break that key level, 546, 548 to what? 550. All about just being patient, waiting on the setup. That's all it's about. Wait on the setup. Because, I mean, we don't control the volume. It's not our fault. But we have to respect it as well, too. You know? And, again, I'm not jumping at anything just yet. I'm waiting on volatility to come in. But I know what I already alerted it. I alerted a possible inverted head and shoulders if buyers step in. If buyers step in. I'll try to put the pieces of the puzzle together. I look at an uptrend. I look at more buyers are stepping in, going this way now, from selling on off to now buyers stepping on in, to while now seeing more green candles to now red candles. That's showing me that buyers are stepping up and creating a little bit more power than the sellers. Like, I try to put out the piece of the puzzle together to kind of give me an edge on, okay, what should I do from this point? What should I be looking at from this point? Now that I see it, okay, now I just need the buyers to deliver on it. Because I still have opportunities to catch this bad boy up. All I need to see is buyers get above these certain price points. So therefore, what was once resistance can now be support. Creating bad traps for possible squeezes back up to the upside and reaping a profit. Reaping up the benefit. That's it. That's all I'm doing. But sometimes they get too impatient. You can't explain it to them. Because again, how many people are trying to go in and are going against me Friday, and I had to break down the whole pattern and the setup because I didn't want people to go in blindly jumping in on shorts. Like, I broke everything down. Think about how many people trying to short right now. And all I did was say wait and see. Again, what did we talk about? 538. I said puts. We need to stay underneath 538. 538. I said right now we are holding above 535.40. We in a range. I said a range, right? Bottoms with room to possibly rotate back up. It's like you do the best you can, man. It just oh man. You can only do so much, man. Yeah, and then that's something she has to work on is her entry. She has to work on her entry. She definitely has to work on her entry. Because she has the right idea. It's like she kind of hesitates. She holds herself back. Because she could be a great trader. I know she's definitely a great trader. She just needs to stop holding herself back. Because it's like she overthinks. She doubts herself. And she needs to stop doing that. See, active now, call shorts and you calling longs. Engineer, we're losing. And look what we're doing. T, look. Look what we're doing. Look what we're doing. That's insane, man. It's all about being patient and watching these setups. Just waiting on everything to build itself up. Because there's so many opportunities. Once you start to reclaim these floors, it's so much space and opportunities. And people bypassing that you have a possible inverted head and shoulders right here. We already got a left shoulder. We already got a head here. All we're doing now, we're just trying to watch this recovery of 540 because if we have a recovery, that means that 540 is going back into a floor, which that means that's your right shoulder for possible squeeze up. And then on top of that, you're getting back on top of the trend line, basically backing on an uptrend. But they bypassed it. They bypassed everything else. And I try to break it down. Like, I try to break it down to science to help people. But all I do is wait on setups. I slowly wait on it. I mean, T. Oh, Skilly. Queen, did I not draw a potential inverted head and shoulder not too long ago that could possibly happen if buyers step back in? And what price points did I say I was waiting on to see if buyers was going to prove what to me? Can I get back above 538? Can I get back above 540? All I was doing was just waiting on setups instead of jumping the gun to see, okay, do buyers have that volatility? Do buyers have that momentum to actually shift the play from a downtrend to an uptrend? That's it. That's it. I said shoulder, right here, left shoulder, head, 535. And I said if buyers can step back in, give us that push, get back on top of 540, we can turn that back into support, which now that'll be the right shoulder and on top of your trend line where you could get that reversal back up. It's just, but a lot of them just don't want to be patient. A lot of them don't want to be patient and just see the benefits that they can reap from it. They see it going down, they jumping in. They jumping in on puts, not realizing how you know this level gonna break. There's no, did you do the research to see, okay, were we going to actually crack this level and fall? Pull back failure, pull back failure, pull back failure, pull back failure. And a lot of them on puts were jumping in right here, going for a short. It's like, man, you got to understand the channel setups because you got to understand where to get in at, how to get in at. If you're going to, don't go for a put at on a bottom channel. You know, you go in for the top channel. You don't go in for a call at the top channel because you don't know if you're going to break out. Catch the bottoms. Understand the rotation. Puts, calls. You can see the rotation. Tops, bottoms. There you go. Setting up right there. The only thing that we down, the only thing that I'm anticipating to see, can we get back in this range that we were in before? Pre-market and intraday. That's all I'm just trying to watch out for. That's it. All I'm just trying to just understand the setups. Because I know the volatility is not where it needs to be right now. And it is a gamble. Yeah, I mean, that's why I wait. And that's why I wait, boss, because they got to remember, you got Tuesday, you got Wednesday, up to Thursday, you know, for these things to set up, you know. Monday could be the startup of something, you know, especially if you get back above 540, because if you get back on top of that uptrend, now you continue the uptrend into Tuesday. Now you're going up to the 542s, 544s, 546s, and so forth. Now you're going into Wednesday. Now you're hitting up 546, 548, up to 550, you know, and so forth. But they don't think about the long-term buildup of, you know, what can happen, you know. I mean, I know right here, that's why I had to read between the lines. All I did was just try to figure out the channel. That's it. Try to figure out the channel. Try to understand, okay, where the sellers come in at, where the buyers come in at. Now that I see that these price points mean something to the market, now I can utilize them. That's it. Now I can utilize these price points to the best of my ability. That's all I do half the time. Because once I take Monday's setup, as long as we hold this range or whatever the case may be, I just take the same exact setup, same price points. Okay, I'll take it over to tomorrow. Then if we still within that range, okay, now I'll take it over to Wednesday and just play within that range. Think about it. Skillet. How many times did I go back, and y'all my witness, how many times did I go back on that range that we stayed in for like a week? 559, 570, 559, 570, 559, 570. Where people could have been rinsing and repeating over and over and over. Until we broke out of that. And it's all about patience, man. It's all about just understanding the setups, man. Like, I mean, a lot of people don't understand it. They get too impatient. Like I said, we had this old channel here. I can still bring it back up. I go all the way back. All the way back. I kept telling everybody. Look at this. Where is it at? Right here. Right here. 589. All right, go back a little bit further. Yep, bam. 559, 570. 559, 570. 559. Finally got a 570 breakout. Bam, bam, bam. Then after that, you came right back underneath what? 570. 559. 550. Then you rotated back up to what? 559. See that? You stay right in that same range, regardless if you went up or down. You still found your way in that range. Refine your way right back in that range. And it's so, like I said, once you start to get a clear understanding of this stuff, it becomes a little, you know, it becomes easy to read. Like right now, okay, I know I got a lot of lines, so excuse me. I mean, because we was in the range today. So, overall, let me just take off show you the overall setup. So let me do this. Let me make a damn. I really got to take all of these off. What was that last one? 13. So what was our bottoms exactly? So let me take off this. 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 And focus on this. Look, this range right here. Look, see the range from Wednesday last week? What range were we in? 530.91, 540, up to 550. Then you came back underneath that 540, back down for that bounce around 530.91. Then you fell out of that channel, back in that channel. That same exact channel is right here. We're right at the mid area, 540. In the same exact range, Wednesday, early Thursday, same exact range once again. You fell out of it. You fell out of the range and then back in the range, right here. Same exact range again. And like I said, it goes over people's head that they don't see the setup that's right in front of them. Like right there. What we at now? Look at that. 539. Almost to 539. That's the head. There go the head setup. 539. Why can't I put my... I might have to go to my whatchamacallit to see why I can't do the undo thing. Because it won't let me put my lines back. So I had to make another copy. Man, which one did I have now? God dang it. I'm gonna have to remember which one I was just using. It wasn't 13. Nope. Was it 12? Nope. God dang it. I should have remembered my number. Oh, there we go. Found it. I got it. Alright, so right now, 539. What we trying to run up to? Oh, Skillet, look, boss. Did I not say that? If we could be creating a head here, shoulder here, for the room to go back up to what price point? 540, right? Look where we at. 539. We're only almost 50 cents away from what price point? 540. All about what? Patience. All about patience, boss. If we get that break above 540, utilize that for support, get back on top of that trend line, create a second shoulder, your right shoulder, for the possible push up towards back to retesting 542.50 to 544. That'll create somewhat of a what? Inverted head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, and possible what? Look what we're aiming for. Shoulder. Like I said, I like to look at things from a long-term sense. Where I can see things that certain people can't. They just jump in, diving into a market movement, but not knowing what the hell it's doing. As we pull back, I said, watch for a possible transition. First and foremost, I said, okay, from that point, I want to see us get back on top of what? 538. From 538, I want to see us get back on top of what? 540. I said, guys, we may see a pattern set up. I said, what pattern do we see? A possible what? Inverted head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, and possible shoulders once we get back above what price point? 540. That'll put us back in what range? Pre-market and intraday. Back in this what range? This range here. In order for us to get back into it, what do we need to break? 540. Because from that point, you'll have a 540 floor. We're going to run back up to what? Where did you get rejected at? 542.50. And what was that next level? 544.05, which was your open today. I try, boss. I try to let them know. I try to tell them about the gun line, boss. I try to tell them about the gun line. It's up to them, if they want to listen, they want to listen, but you can only do so much. It's all about patience, man. It's about patience. I had to have it because I used to be one of those type of traders that got stuck in trades and got stuck in channels, and the market went the opposite way. Now my contracts are depleting and I'm feeling pissed off and cursing and blaming myself, and every time when I get into it, why the market don't ever do what I want it to do, and why when I want to jump in on the long, it falls, or why when I want to go in on the put, it goes up. Did I take the time to realize what the market was doing? Did I realize to understand what the market was telling me to begin with? It's like, what do I do now? Even though people make fun of me, I create lines because I understand what the market is telling me. The market is telling me we could not break that 544.05, which is your open, and it's telling me that we could not crack the 535.43. All I do now is respect what the market is telling me. That's it. That's why I don't jump into trades, because I'm trying to understand what the market is telling me, even within that intraday. That's it. Instead of trying to guess my way through it, okay, let the market tell me what it's going to do. And the potential opportunities from those points. By respecting that, now I can understand and respect the rotation from the 535 43 up to the possibility of going back up to these tops of 544. But what did I do? Respect the market and allowed it to talk to me. It told me about the rotation that we are in today for intraday. Tops 544, bottoms 535.43, mid area 540. All I did was allow the market to tell me, because I could take that same setup, even if we don't break 544. Let's just say, for instance, we don't break it. I can still take that setup, exact setup, and bring it over to tomorrow. Okay, let me see, can we finally break 544? All right, let me see if we're going to crack 535. Oh, damn, we still in that channel for the day too? Okay, let me just play the range then. All right, let me take now Tuesday's setup. Let me go into Wednesday's setup. And so forth. All I'm doing is looking at, just going over the price points. That's it. Areas that couldn't be cracked and areas that could not break out. And just letting it talk to me. And within that, I see somewhat of an inverted head and possible shoulders pattern. But what's going to be in your way right now, why you're going to get a little bit of pullback, you got the VWAP, and you got the 540, which is a whole number, so we know we're going to get some resistance right there. And you got the 50 SMA, which is a strong indicator that acts almost like a 200-day moving average. So we know that we got a lot of weight and a lot of resistance right above our head, which is now you're seeing a upper shadow, because resistance is lying right in front of you. So we're going to expect a little bit of pullback. We already know where the sellers are sitting at, because that's a whole number. 540 is a natural number within itself, which a whole number can act as support or resistance, because you done fell out of the 540s into the 530s, trying to return back into the 540s. So here we go. 539. J-Dub, appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you so much, man. You the go-to. You, Tariq, all y'all, man. Y'all the go-to. Because, again, y'all make me who I am, because I like to stay in competition with you guys, because y'all be having me sweating, man. Especially Friday. Friday, boy, y'all had me sweating like a, I don't want to say the word, like a P word in church. Y'all get what I'm going with that. Because, man, boy, did I have to argue with everybody Friday. No, Jay, it's not going up. It's falling back down. What are you talking about? And then everybody, half of the people probably running to active. Active. You see what this crazy ass dude talking about? He talking about the market going up. You believe that? I ain't say nothing. I just kept my mouth shut. I was shh. And then what happened? It went up. Ain't nobody said nothing. I was like, okay. I ain't say not a word. And then what did I say we could see today? Possible transition, right? Red to green, right? I said that we held 535. I was watching to see can we get back above what price point? 538. And I said next level, 540. Because if we get back above that, that's going to put us back on this trend line. Put us back on top of that floor. Where we can possibly see an inverted what? Head and shoulders pattern. So, do the best I can, man. Do the best I can. So we'll see. But I saw it from your standpoint too, boss. But like I said, I appreciate it. But I appreciate it because I love your insights too, boss. Because it challenges both. It challenges both, and I love that. I like somebody to challenge me so I can go back and reanalyze something. Because maybe I did miss something that you caught. And nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with a little debate. Because your profits have proved that you know what the hell you're talking about, right? I mean, you didn't prove that. So that's why I listened. That's why I took in consideration when you did talk about the pullback. I looked at it, I analyzed it, I went over the ES charts. I'm like, okay, I do see a little pullback. But then I made you look at the overall setup, which was the uptrend, and I went to that 180 chart and showed you that bull flag pattern too. That was giving us a signal that, okay, we may be squeezing up. So, yeah, but we both had good, standpoints and, our beliefs and, and shout out to you though, to letting us know, You didn't hold it back. You shared your thoughts with us, and we went over it. Nothing is wrong with that, boss. J-Dub, you have any thoughts? Man, share it. We'll go over it. We'll analyze it to help each other out. That's all it's about, helping one another. Because, again, if I miss something, tell me if I miss something. I'll take advice. Nothing wrong with that. The only reason why I'm so bent on it, because y'all have to understand the trader that I was. Because AK can vouch for this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just be honest. Okay, when I first started as a trader, I didn't just have a 9 MA, a 20 MA, and a 50. I'm going to be honest. Tell the truth, shame the devil. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'm going to say it. I had up to 50 indicators on my chart. They look like a rainbow fest. I had a 9, a 10, a 15, 100, 200, 300, 50, 20. It was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. I had over 50 indicators, and if it wasn't for AK had to bring me down to size to cut all those indicators out for me to focus on the main one. So I went from like 50 indicators now using 3. But I had to learn. I had to learn. I had to understand waiting 15 minutes till the market opens. I had to understand the power of the economic news that comes out that can affect the market. FOMC meetings, earnings. Like, it was a lot of things that I didn't know. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know nothing. I was following everybody. Hell, when I first started, I was following before I was Sean, it was Tim Sykes. I was following Tim Sykes. Now, the person who taught me about the VWAP was Roland Wolf. Shout out to Roland Wolf. That's my guy there. Me and him started about the same time. That's how I understood the VWAP. Now, with shorting, I learned from, and I'll be honest with it, I learned from Tim Grittani, because I went over to Trading Tickers, and Steven Dux. So these were the guys that taught me how to do that. I can admit that. It wasn't until after, like, maybe a year or two later, then that's when I ran into Sean by mistake. But then I started to go over his breakdowns, his analogies and everything, which to me was a little bit more to understand than Tim Sykes. I'll be honest with it. And then once I cooked on to Sean, I never left his side. And I'll show y'all the proof. Like, let me see if I can bring it up real quick. I'll show y'all the proof. I'll show y'all my proof. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'll show y'all how long I've been studying. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'll show y'all all my proof from years and years and years. And I still got these bad boys. Look at this. From AK-47, Beat a Story, Chris Sane. Chris is a good one too, though. Clay Trader, Q Banks, who else? Tim Sykes, of course, Warrior Trader, Umar, who else? It was a lot of people, but then, like I said, I got into Sean, I went into his, learned from all of his, from like 2021, 2020, and you could tell I was in it for a long time because his setup was different. And I can show y'all the proof. The setup was even different. Look at this. Look how he look. See that? The setups were different. The intro was different. You can tell I started a long time ago with him. I was part of Sean's for the longest. Because back then he was using E-Trade. He was using E-Trades. I remember he was using E-Trade setups and New Scan. But they changed names so many damn times. But I was part of Sean for a long time. I mean, from 2022... 2023, I went down to everything. I mean, humble trader. I want to know about dip buying, dividends, earnings, entries, floats, filings. Filings was the one I had to study for like the longest. Gaps, halts, indicators, level 2s, scalping, scaling, scanning, screeners, shares, short float, short squeezes, shorting, small accounts, spikes, stop losses, support and resistance, swing trades, time frames. But it was years. This is years of collecting, guys. I went through years and years of trying to figure out, what type of trader I was, what was best for me. It took me a long time to figure it out. I had to go through everybody. So I didn't just start off knowing nothing. Like, I didn't know anything. I had to go through like so many just studyings. I mean, what's his name? Grant, if I'm not mistaken. I had to go through him. But I had to learn from a lot of people, man. It taught me, things that I know. Like, I had to go through a lot of things that I didn't know. Like, a lot. So here y'all go. You can see all what helped me be a trader that I am now. AK-47, shout out to him. Like I said, Deck, shout out to him. And all these other people. Oh, Graham. I said Grant. Graham Steffens. That's what it was, Graham Steffens. And I learned a lot. I had to learn from my mistakes. And that's what helped me become the trader I am now. I had to go through a lot. I had to learn from a lot, guys. I'm talking about years and years. And then the thing about it is, once you get that information, you got to learn how to use it. Like I didn't know how. I still had to understand how the damn floats work. I had to understand how volatility works. I had to understand how liquidity and I still was lost. I still had to figure it out. So I had to use it within my trading to help me to understand it. You know, like, damn, okay, once I start to really, you know, dive deep into Deck's mind, because and that's another thing to help me. I'm gonna tell you another thing to help me. What made me become another, like a more like a better trader, because I wanted to think like them. Like when I was following, you know, like Active, when I was following AK-47, when I was following Deck and him, I'm like, how these guys trade like this? Like, I used to get frustrated because I would try to go for the same trades that they do, but they would kill it. I'm like, what am I doing so wrong? So I had to dig deep into, you know, like I said, Active's mindset. I had to go into AK-47's mindset. I had to go into Deck's mindset to really feel like, okay, what are they doing that I'm not doing right? You know, it's like I had to kind of go in, I had to dig in their brains. So I'm just sitting here like, okay. Now, once I started to sit back and really understand it, I'm like, okay, let me take this into my trading. Let me see what was I missing or what was I not doing. And these guys helped me. And I'll be honest. I mean, Active got me on with options. He made me understand options a little bit better. And again, he made me respect the strike prices even more. Shout out to him and for the rest of these traders. He made me see it a lot clearer. Because I used to be naive to strike prices. Like, I was so naive behind it because I was just trying to get into cheap contracts, not even worried about the deltas, the thetas, time decay, all of that. And, you know, he kind of pushed that and kind of, you know, he kind of stuffed it into my head like, man, pay attention to this, pay attention to this. And once I started to get the understanding of it, I'm like, okay, now I see how valuable it is. Now I see how valuable delta is, the theta is, strike prices are. And it made me respect it and appreciate it a lot more. But, I mean, I came a long ways. With AK-47, penny stocks. So I had to understand how penny stocks work. I had to understand, okay, how to get into them. Like, I used to get pissed off that I was one of the ones that missed those big moves. But then I didn't think about it. Like, sometimes if AK didn't catch the big moves up, he'll catch the big moves down. I didn't think about shorting it all the way down. You know, like, I was trying to hurry up and jump in. And then as I'm jumping in, the market is going down. But I didn't think about shorting it. I didn't think about resistance. I mean, it was a lot of things I had to learn to make me a better trader. It was a lot of things that I missed. You know, like knowing when to jump into a trade. And again, respecting, you know, your economic calendars. Man, the jobless claims, GDPs and PCE datas and PCIs, PPIs. And I had to take that into consideration. Now that I'm better at it. So now I know how it affects the market. But yeah, but it took me years to get to where I'm at, man. Like I had to learn a lot, man, because I was jumping into diving into a pool, not knowing how many feet it was. It was like diving into a 3 feet pool and you're hitting your head at the bottom of the damn pool because you didn't even read the warnings that told you 3 feet and don't dive in it. But yeah, I had to learn. I had to learn, man. And I thank them for being great mentors, and I thank them for, you know, pushing me to be a better trader, even through my stubbornness. And I thank them for that, man. You know, like I said, Active got on me about options, how option work, how to respect, you know, the functionalities within options. Like I said, Deck with you know, with the penny stocks and your understanding your top gainers and, you know, and with AK-47, how to, you know, be prepared to short them when they get overextended. But it was a lot I learned from these guys, man. So I thank them because, again, I wouldn't be the trader who I am if it wasn't for these guys, you know, like jumping on me and you know. But I thank them for that, man. And then I got you new guys who now, you know, added on to it. You know, Tariq, O'Skilly, who else I got in the building? J-Dub and all you guys that helped me, man. Like, I mean, y'all still help me to this day, man. I thank you guys, man. Like, all you guys, like, y'all help me out. So, I mean, you're not going to learn. You're not going to know everything. There's always still something to still learn. Even the most top-notch trader is still learning stuff. So, I mean, at least I'm honest to say that I'm human. That I make mistakes. I don't know everything. But, you know, I came a long ways. And, again, I thank you guys. I came a long ways, man. And again, I thank you guys for not giving up on me, which I didn't give up on myself. So I'm here. I made it, man. Exactly, Tariq. It takes time. It takes time because everybody's different. You know, you got to figure out what type of trader you are to begin with. You know, like if you're slow and you can't catch him, you know, if you miss the front end of the move, catch the back end of the move. You know, or if it's hard for you to trade during intraday, set yourself up for swing trades. You know, like set up and watch these price points. If you don't like going long, if you have trouble going long, go short. If you having trouble going short, go long. You know, like we different. You know, but it's up to what type of trader you are. You're like, what are your pros and what are your cons? What are you good at? You know, like, are you fast? Are you slow? You know, you got some traders that's good at scalping, in and out, in and out, in and out, and you got some that hesitate. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why a lot of them hesitate, because I've been there too. Overthinking, second guessing yourself. I've done that. Right when you want to press the button, you doubt yourself. You're jumping out of the play. You're jumping out before you even jump in the play. Not a play that's going the way you want to. Now you end up chasing it because you missed your low entry. Now you got to chase it at higher price points. Now that it's hitting a certain price point after you chasing it, now it's turning back down. Now you're cursing yourself out. Every time when I get in it, the market don't like me. The market guards hate me. Every time when I get into it, it's like they watching me. Every time when I get into it, the market always does the opposite of what I wanted to do. I can't never win. I hate the market. I hate, and I done that. I was one of them traders that did that. Like I would cuss, fuss, and I would blame everybody but myself. Every time. It's like every time I was trying to jump in, I was like, damn, every time I jump in, the market never want to do what I wanted to do. Every time when I want to go for a spike, now it's going down. Or if I want to go for a put, now I want to go up. And like, I used to just kill myself, but just blaming everybody else but my own actions. It was my actions. I didn't study. I didn't understand it. And now that I have, I learned from my mistakes. And that's what it is. But don't kick yourself. You got to learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes and do better. That's it. That's it. Because we remember we go over this. We didn't have a lesson on this right here. And again, I've been through it, guys. Like, man, so you're not a dumb trader. I mean, don't ever doubt yourself, man. You guys are great, man. Again, I wasn't perfect. Sean wasn't perfect. Active wasn't perfect. AK was like we all started somewhere. Tariq wasn't perfect. We all started somewhere, but we had to learn from our mistakes to make a better traders that where we are now. Let me see. We went over this right here. Breaking Bad method. We went over this. Because this was a lot of things that traders go through. Breaking Bad method. We went over to what? Breaking Bad method right here. Wrong mindset. Not having a detailed plan. Unstable work ethics. Losing trade syndrome. Losing money per trade. Lack of track. And the main one that everybody goes with is not having enough patience. That's everybody's downfall is the patience. Now, having the wrong mindset is pretty much like you just don't have a trading plan at all. You're just having the wrong mindset. You're chasing. You're following everybody else's trades instead of creating your own. That's a bad idea because you have to think about it. What about if somebody has a bigger account than you? They can afford to risk a little bit more than you can. So you have to have your own mindset. That's why you have to change that off to having the right mindset. Think for yourself. Just because that trade is not. What about if deck is sick? What about if active is sick? And none of these guys are here. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, so 540. 540 patience. Told you. 540 patience. What I told y'all. Thank you so much, J-Dub. Thanks so much, boss. I told you. Patience, baby. Patience. See that? Patience. Patience. Where did you get back on top of? 540. 540. Right? You're back in that range. You're back in the range, 540. Right now, you're back on top of the trend line. With room to what? Push your way back up towards the upside. Now, as long as we can stay on top of that trend line, we can use that as an uptrend, ascending triangle pattern where you can push your way back up the retest 542.50 up to 544. That's putting you back in what? That range. Right back in that range. It's all about patience, guys. It's all about patience, not guessing these things, but letting the market tell you what it's going to do. Let the volatility tell you what it's going to do. Because now what? You're going from a downtrend to now a what? Uptrend. Nice little U-shaped pattern. Red to green. Possible inverted head and shoulders. As long as they can hold that 540, that'll be that right shoulder. So we already got the head. The shoulder. Left shoulder. Check. Now you already got the head. Check. Now what we need to work on now is what? That right shoulder. Because that'll be that shoulder for that possible push back up towards the upside. There you go. And that's all it's about. Understanding the setups. Understanding the setup. Make sure the volatility is there. That's why we always go over confirmation. Right now it's about what? We got about 5 minutes till this candle close out. So all we want to do is make sure that we stay on top of 540. Right now we're at 540, 30, 30. 540, 30. So right now at this moment, we're right here. Right now, we done got back on top of 540. Trying to break above that 50 SMA. So right now, good red to green. Again, we already got the left shoulder. We already got the head. Trying to work on the what? Right shoulder. That means that we need to turn that 540 from resistance back now to what? Support. So there you go. There goes your possible inverted head and shoulders pattern that could set itself up. So right now, you're building back up. You're back on top of the trend line. All it is about patience, guys. Wait for the setups that could lead to big opportunities. There go your body stepping in. Bam. There it is. And I told you guys, man, I love y'all to death to help y'all through it all. Even the things y'all can't see, I'm going to help y'all through it, man. Y'all my family, man. I want to see you guys win. I ain't going to tell you wrong, man. I'm going to do my best to tell you the right things as much as possible. It's all about learning, man. Just understanding these setups. So right now, what time we got? 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. We're back on top of 540. Bam. There you go. Got back above 538. Check. Back on top of 540. Testing. Check. There you go. And what are we trying to anticipate to see can we get? It's a possibility because now that buys to step back in. You got what? Left shoulder. Head. And if we get this move here, that should be setting up a possible right shoulder where we can do something like this to this nature. Possible move. Where you get a what? Inverted head and shoulders pattern. So just keep it on watch. We'll see. Like I said, everything's still setting up good. Everything's still setting up good. Still setting up good. Can still squeeze. Can still push this way up to some higher price point still. It's all about just being smart. Just being patient. Have a game plan behind it. So let's see. Wait, let me see. I'm trying to look at my contracts. So I was just trying to debate if I want to use today's, I want to use tomorrow's. I was just trying to debate real quick. I got today's contract, but I know we kind of getting a little closer towards. I'm still able to use it though. Cause especially the route that we going, it's still looking a little volatile. So I can still use today's contract. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save. Did I save it in my my watch list? Matter of fact, let me save it in my watch list. All right, got that one saved, and tomorrow's contract saved already in my watch list. What's the price point I had? Okay. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but I can rock with it. All right. And right here. All right, cool. All right. So I got it on watch. Here we go, guys. 540. Bam. There it is. So still holding. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. Could be working on that right shoulder right now. Here we go. So that's like I said. All we do is just wait on the setups, man. Let the market tell you what it's going to do. Could be a possible inverted head and shoulders pattern where we'll push our way back up to that 542, 544. Where we'll stay within an ascending triangle pattern for the possible squeeze up. So right now, buyers have stepped in. From avoiding this drop, U-shaped pattern, buy you step back in. Got you right back above what price point? 540. And the candle is about to close within 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And I know I'm gonna soon be heading on out because I gotta head out with my grandmother. But I want to walk you through this, guys. And not just that, man. I want to tell you guys that every single one of you guys are great traders, man. Never let nobody tell you different, man. Just because you don't have the same mindset as them or you don't trade like them, man, never let nobody put you down, man. No matter what they say. Because they make mistakes, but half of these people like to hide their shit. My thing is, man, be the best trader you know you can be. Like, figure out what is your what is your great ability. You know, you're able to go long, you're able to go short, scalp, whatever the case may be. Figure out what trader you are, man. But don't never let nobody bring you down because you don't trade like them. Be your own trader. Be your own trader. Think for yourself, man. Because you guys got the opportunity to be great, and y'all will, and keep pushing. Think about it. Look how long I done came from not knowing patterns to now calling out patterns to helping other traders. I came a long ways, man. I definitely came a long ways. But I want to do my best to help you guys out. I want to do my very best. We got left on this candle 2 minutes. Yeah, almost a minute. And we still above what price point? 540. Could be setting up for that right shoulder. Possible right shoulder. So inverted head and shoulders. So right now you're still on top of 540. That's good. So I got 30 minutes with you guys. So I'm gonna try to help you out the best that I can before I roll on out. But just keep on focusing on the range, and also watch that pattern. Watch that possible setup. Could be setting up for a possible inverted head and shoulders. Because like I said, we already have the left. We got the head, and watch that possible right shoulder. Make sure you stay on top of that 540 level and on top of your trend line, which you did get on back on top of the trend line. So that's a good thing. So that's showing strength. That's definitely showing bullish strength. Yeah, definitely showing bullish strength. So, I mean, right now, you're looking good as of now. 540 still holding, which you can utilize that for possible support. So, just keep it on watch. So, we got about 10 seconds to this candle close out, which will be closing above what price point? 540. It's all about just understanding these setups, man. That's it. Just take your time, guys. Y'all got this. I believe in y'all, man. There you go. Little gap up. Bam. See what I mean? Just be patient, man. Be patient. Let it rock out. Let it rock out. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. It's gonna get a little pullback. Gonna get a little pullback. That's normal. That's natural. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. So right now you back on top of 540. You know the little pullback. If y'all, I mean, like I said, I'll do it to prove it, because I know a lot of times they be like, "Me, you call it out, you don't trade it." If y'all want me, I mean, I'll do it real quick just to see. I gotta see if this is a good contract though, because I'll use today's contract. I mean, I'll use it. I don't care. I mean, just to test it. I mean, it won't hurt much. So let me see. I'll do it just to prove myself. Cause yeah, I always say I don't ever do it. So, all right, let me see what I can get in at. I'll do it. Bump it. I'll do it. I'll do it. So I'm just watching this setup, guys. All I'm doing is watching the setup. Watch this setup. See where we go. Like I said, just keep it on watch. So I got about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And I'm going to be soon heading out. So if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, guys, do feel free to reach out to me. And man, like I said, it's never a stupid question or anything. If y'all have anything to ask me, man, feel free to ask me. Don't never be embarrassed to ask me anything. If y'all need help with something, please feel free to hit me up. I'm right here. If y'all can't reach out to me here, y'all can hit me up on my social media. Y'all can see right above my head. You know, it's all listed. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, you know, Patreon, whatever the case may be. I'm right here to answer anything y'all need help with, guys. Anything y'all need help with. Whatever y'all need help with, I'm always here. But, oh yeah, guys, and thank y'all so much, man, for the love and support on YouTube, man. We have definitely been moving up in subscribers. We are on that road to 1K subs, man, and thank y'all so much for getting these numbers up. We're almost there. We got a little long ways to go, but we're almost there, man. Right now, we're like around 920, and I thank you guys so much for the love and support, man, and we're almost there, man. It's about 80 more subs to go, and we're almost there, man. But I definitely appreciate you for everything, man. I mean, it's been a long road, hard work, dedication, man. You know, creating these lives, designing these backgrounds and everything else to, you know, to keep you guys entertained, and I do the best that I can, man. But if you haven't subscribed to my my YouTube, man, please do your boy a favor, man. Go to my YouTube channel, go to JTraedz TV, smash that subscribe button. That is free 99. If you're ready to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, comment. If you're on Twitch, follow or subscribe to avoid the ads. But thank y'all so much for the support y'all been giving me so far, and I definitely appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. So, man, what's up, hoops? What's up, boss? Ain't nothing right now, man. Just relaxing, just relaxing. Just watching this setup to see if we're going to get this possible inverted head and shoulders pattern. So far, we are back on top of that 540 level. So I'm trying to see if they're going to start to work on that right shoulder. We back on top of that trend line, boss. So definitely want to see, can we get, if buyers can step in and see, can we get that push back up towards that 540, 250 to 544 level. So I just definitely want to keep my eyes peeled to see, can we get this push back up towards the upside. So I'm going to keep it on watch, see where we go. I'm definitely keeping it on watch to see where we go. So just keeping it on watch, guys. Keeping it on watch. See where we go. So we get that push. We definitely want to see that break above 542.50 up to that 544 level because we want to take out these highs. We want to take out these levels here we got taken out this morning at 542.50. That was around that little pre-market area. And then we got that push up towards 544. So we definitely want to take out these two key levels. If we can take those bad boys out, you do have room to possibly push up towards that 546 to 548, where you will get that nice, again, head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders pattern. We can go for a nice little squeeze up. So, I mean, we are sitting up. We are back in that range. We are back in the old range. 540 level. We're going to run up towards that 544. We are back in that range to see can we get that rotation back up towards the upside. So far, so good. It's holding. It's holding. It's holding so far. Make sure my grandmother don't call me. Make sure, because she's 2 o'clock, because I know I got to soon get ready to go. Let me see, because I don't want her be at the house. Tell me, come, I'm here. So I might, but yeah, I might leave a little early before 3 o'clock, guys. I might leave like at least 2:50ish, somewhere in that bracket. You know, give me a little 10 minutes to, you know, freshen up before she come pick me up. So just keeping this on watch though. I'm gonna rock it out with you guys. I want to see can we get this push. I want to see can we get this push. I want to see can we push our way back up towards that 542, 542.50, back up where we can see a nice red to green, back up towards these levels here. Then from that up towards that 544. So let's see can we get that push, guys, because we are back above the indicators. We are back above the 9, the VWAP, the 50, 20. So right now everything is underneath us at this moment for possible push towards the upside. I definitely want to see that 9 EMA, you know, cross above that 20. I definitely want to start to see that 9 EMA crossover, because I know right now it's still underneath, but I definitely want to see that. I want to see that 9 crossover, because that's going to definitely seal a deal on that. Where we can get this 9 EMA to cross back this way, cross above that 20 and also that 50, because that's going to definitely help with a possible more further squeeze up, because right now it's still kind of underneath, but I definitely want to see that possible crossover. Definitely want to see that crossover, because that'll help. That'll definitely help out a lot more. If we can get that 9 EMA to cross that 20 up this way, close that out towards that VWAP, and then that 50, where you get a nice crossover. So we just gotta wait for this build up. Wait to see can these buyers get, you know, step up and continue, give us that continuation push. But I definitely want to see those indicators start to curl up. And like I said, I want to see that 9 EMA crossover, because that's what, like I said, that's gonna help even more. If we get that 9 across that 20, that's gonna help. We can close that out. We definitely want to close that out, because we don't want to give it no reason to curl back down. We want to definitely get the crossovers. Because, like I said, we want to get the value of that 9 EMA to be more valuable than that 20 EMA. It looked like it's trying. Just give it some time, guys. Like I said, right now, you definitely transition from a downtrend to an uptrend, from sellers to buyers. So just keep that on watch as we can get these potential more buyers to step in and give us that push. Because right now, you're uptrending. You're definitely uptrending. Still looking good. Still pushing up. Still trying to go. Right now, we're at what, 41? 41. Come on, 9 EMA. Need you to cross over. To help with the help. Help me help you. So yeah, we definitely want to see that bad boy. So we definitely want to see a nice push. Because that's gonna help yank it up in a sense. I mean, it's moving in the right direction though. We just gotta get that push to help kind of yank it up towards the upside. I mean, it's getting there. Definitely getting there. Yeah, so right now it's just slowly building. But again, the main thing that you want to hold is that 540 level. 540, because you're back in that range for that possible push, where we can possibly see that retest of that 542.50, this old level here first. Then from that point, 544. So we'll do that first red to green here, and then next level it'll be around 544. So just keep it on watch. So I got about roughly 20 minutes left, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, like I said, if you have any problems, any issues, anything you want to ask, do feel free to hit me up, guys. I'm here to answer whatever I possibly can. You know, so do the best that I can. So far, let's see, can we work on this right shoulder? What got left on this calendar? Oh shit, we still got about 7 minutes, huh? Still got 7 minutes to this candle close. I be hating when them 15-minute candles take forever when they to close, especially when they're in good positions. I hate that, because like 7 minutes, anything can change. It's like, I just hope it keep pushing. Shit, I don't want it to go back down. want to keep pushing up because we're already on top of 540. 540. Just need to get that push away from it. All right. All right, come on, man. Come on. It's like I said, it's going in the right direction. Definitely in the right direction. We just got to get those buys to definitely push. I want to definitely see that squeeze. I mean, there's no indicator squeezes at the moment. Because like I said, your 9 MA and 20 MA is all at the bottom. We need that bad boy to curl his little happy self up. We need that bad boy to start doing up here. We need to start curling. Because the only thing that's really holding it up right now is that 50 SMA. 50 SMA and your, well, you got three indicators to be honest. You got the 50 SMA, your trend line, and that 540. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to fall back underneath it because then that's going to take even more time for the bill right back up. Right now, we're holding up really well on top of 540. We just need these bad boys to push. We just need them to push. Get away from that 540 because we don't want those sellers to try to step in and try to push it back down. Keep squeezing. We need to see that. We need to get that push back up to 542. Get that break above 541 up to 542. Let's see, can we get this squeeze? Boy, those indicators are taking forever in the day to move up. I swear it is. It's like they just taking forever in the day, just slowly moving up. Like, come on, man. Curl your little happy self up. Move. Right at around 541. Around 541. I want to see can no buys go for that push. What we got left? 5 minutes. See how the sellers trying to come in? See that they trying to come in? So we know what the sellers are trying to do. We know the sellers are trying to go back underneath that 540. As long as those buys can hold, have them bad boys hold. Go for a little gap up. Because we need those indicators, your 9 and your 20. We need that crossover back up towards the upside. That's going to help. That's going to help with that squeeze. I mean, they slowly just kind of, they're not really doing too much of nothing right now. But that's going to definitely contribute to giving us that further push. We got about 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. Stay on top of 540. Got 4 minutes. Don't you go back under. Stay on top. All right, guys. Got about 9 minutes before I head out. So just like I said, before I go, just watch that range. 540 up to that 544 level. But we do got to break that 542.50 because that's that little area right here. After we got rejected underneath 544, we came down to 542.50 and came down. So we need to take out that 542 level, 542.50 to get that push up to 544. Go to retesting back up towards those areas in intraday. But right now, like I said, it's slowly moving in the right direction. Trend line is back on top of the trend line, even after the crack. Everything is still holding steady. So just gotta get these buys to give us that push. Come on, 9 MA. God dang it. It's like the 9 MA would help if we could get it to yank its way up. That'll help even better. Still kind of like babysitting under here right now. That'll help even more. We get that bad boy to just push. Got 3 minutes. So I'm trying to watch this out with y'all. Trying to watch this candle with you guys. Sorry about that. I soon gotta go. So keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. It's trying to go for a push. It's trying to go. So right now we're at 541. 541. Still pushing. Still looking good. Trying to create that red to green move. Trying to make that U-shape pattern. May make a possible cup and handle as well. Because if you close this out, that'll be a cup. And then a little pullback bounce, that'll be a handle. I mean, you can see two. You put it like this. You can see two patterns in one. You can see a head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, right here. Inverted head and shoulders, right? That'll be one. And then you can also see somewhat of a cup and handle pattern too. So you can see a cup right here. Pull back handle for that possible bounce back up. You still see two patterns in one. So you can still see them bad boys. So you can still see it. So keep it on watch though. God dang, this time so slow. I thought it would have closed out by now. Like, God dog. I mean, it's still up, but man. Look like he may get a little gap up. Look like he's aiming for a little gap up for the next counter coming in. For the next little gap up. Come on, come on. Trying to rock it with you guys. Trying to rock it with you. Trying to rock it with you. So let me see what we got left. Got a minute. Well, almost 30 seconds left. All right, 30 seconds. I mean, we're still holding up well. Still above 540. That's all that matters. Still above 540. Still on top of the trend line. That's bullish like a move. Boy, if that thing was to squeeze out of nowhere, I'd be like, damn. I mean, I'm talking about just a random squeeze. Just be insane. So we got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. So you would sell at 540, 540, yeah, 540, yeah, between the price points, right? I mean, right where we had the strong resistance at, yeah, between 542.50 up to 544. So I mean, if you got a good entry, I mean, you can let it run. Like, it's up to you on when you want to let it run, depending on your entry when you got in it. I mean, yeah, like I said, because you gotta utilize the pass, because where did those sellers come in at? 542.50, and from that price point, 544. So those would be your key areas. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to have a little bit of pullback here and there, but right now we're still on top of 540, still on top of 540, so just keep it on watch, because they may be setting up for a possible pullback bounce. Maybe setting up for a pullback, because now you got the 9 EMA above the 20 EMA right here, which is a good sign. So now we just need to get that bad butt across the VWAP, and then last but not least, we need to get that 9 EMA to cross that 50, which could lead to definitely possible squeeze, even harder squeeze back up towards the upside, because now you got that 9 EMA yanked up. That's good. The 9 EMA is yanked up. That's a bullish signal. So we got to get it across the VWAP and then up to that 50 SMA, and then we should be somewhat golden for that possible continuation push. So you just got to give it some time, J-Dub. Give it some time right now. Like I said, we are back in that range. That's the first and foremost thing. We are back in that range. 540, 544. You're back in that old range that you were in pre-market in the intraday right here. 540, 544. You can see where your bottoms are located. You can see where your tops are located. So like I said, the main thing that we got to break right here is that 542.50. From 542.50, you got room to run back up to that what? 544. So yeah, guys, I'm about to soon be heading on out. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, right now it's still looking good. Still looking good. Just give it some time to keep building. Like I said, your indicators are trying to curl its way up. So just give it, right now, still looking bullish. Still looking bullish. Still looking bullish. So everything is still setting up nicely. Just, you know, you will get a little bit of pullback here and there. As long as you hold that 540 range, that's all that matters. And we're going to rock and roll from there. So, yeah, guys, I'm about to soon be heading on now, man, because I do have to go with my grandmother to help her with the, gotta go grab the lawnmower, of course. but, yeah, guys, just keep that range on watch. Like I said, just make sure and keep it on watch to make sure we stay above that trend line. Make sure we stay above the main price point is 540 floor. Hold 540 floor, keep us in that range between 540, 544 level. So if we can like I said, if we can hold that level, get that push back up towards the upside, then we have the room to retest 542.50 back up towards that 544 range. So good job, everybody, man. Shout out to everybody for a job well done today, man. Guys, like I said, man, you guys are some beasts, man. I mean, like I said, man, I love this team, man. Y'all make my day every day, especially when I see you guys win. So let me go ahead and start giving shout outs real quick. J-Dub, I think it was the only one that came through on my other side. Was my Twitch running? Yeah, my Twitch was running. So let me go ahead and go to my day ones. Y'all already know what time it is. My Tradecaster crew. Let me scroll up a little bit all the way so I can call everybody name. Let me go up. Right. Today, let me give a shout out to who we had in the building. Thunder, Jenna, Tariq. Who else we had in the building? Coldplay, Active, AK-47. I think did AK come through? I can't even remember. Dick. Who else? Queen. Who else we had in the building? Nate, shout out to you, boss. Congratulations on everything, too, as well. T, shout out to you. Tariq, you already know what time it is, boss. Congratulations, man. Couldn't be more proud of you, boss. Who else we had in the building? Lone Wolf, shout out to you, boss. Shout out. Make sure I call everybody. I don't want to leave nobody out. I think that is it. Yep, Nate Traedz. Yeah, I think that's everybody who came through today. I think it was the same crew. Oh, Skillet, shout out to you. I wasn't going to leave you hanging, boss. You know that. You know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. I think that's it, though. I think that's it for the day. I think that's all. Everybody who came through for the day. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, guys, man, job well done. Nate, like I said, boss, just keep your eyes peeled. We got a little bit of pullback, but it look like that. Look like a little taper. Look like a little. You too, J-Dub. Yeah, look like a little fake out pullback. That's what it looked like. So just keep that on watch. Like I said, the main thing that you want to watch is that 540 level. Watch that 540 level, bosses. Make sure that we stay on top of that trend line for that move back up. So it looked like they had a little misprint just now that just happened. So just keep that on watch, but you're still holding above 540 despite that little move that just happened. 540 overall still holding. So that's the main thing. You're still on an uptrend. That's the main thing. 540, VWAP, everything's still holding up for a possible push. Just keep that on watch for buys to go for a possible push. So keep that on watch. But other than that, man, guys, I had a blast today. I know I came in a little late. I do apologize. But to a YouTube boss, man, thank you so much for everything, too, man. Appreciate you, man. So let me give a shout out to everybody. Y'all know what time it is, man. Let me give a shout out to the team in general. Thank y'all so much. Let me give a shout out to my mods on all platforms, Twitch, YouTube, Traedcast. Thank y'all so much for everything, too. I think that's everything as far as today. I think that's everything. I think that's it. Oh, man. But, Queen, like I said, shout out to you. Man, Big Dave, what's up, boss? Man, you too, boss. I hope you have a blessed one. Like I was telling everybody else, Dave, if you are watching it, just make sure that we stand within that range as we do close out. Watch that range of 540 bottoms and 544 tops, because that was the range that we were in the pre-market and going into the early mornings of intraday.
Please, someone help me. My sister's stage 2 cancer. I need money. Please, someone help me. I'm from India.
Hey.
Please help me.
Hey, boss, if you got a GoFundMe, please send a link and I'll send it out to everybody. If you got a GoFundMe page, anything that we can contribute towards, please put the link in. Please put the link in if you have a GoFundMe, anything of that nature, that's valid, where we can really donate towards you. We have no problem with that, boss. No problem with that at all. So just definitely send me the link and I can send it to everybody else if you don't mind. If you don't mind, boss, appreciate you. But yeah, guys, about to be heading on out, about to be signing out, and make sure I got everything set and ready to rock and roll. Let's see. All right. All right, guys, go ahead, about to be signing out. I will be back in tomorrow for Take Profits Tuesday at my normal time, 9 o'clock. I will have the charts up and running at 9, and I will go live at 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central, and we'll go from there. But guys, job well done. I couldn't be more proud of this team, man. Thank y'all so much for supporting me. Thank y'all for loving me, and I give the love right back by doing the best that I can to put money in y'all pockets. Y'all already know what time it is, man. So I will be returning back, like I said, at normal times, and we'll get the ball rocking and rolling from there. Other than that, y'all know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk, always put grateful over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, I hope y'all have a blessed one, man. Stay safe. Don't get greedy. Don't put that money back in the market. Enjoy it, and we'll get ready to make more greens tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.